What's up, everybody? This is Johnny Basement. We are back here in the basement for the New York Knicks versus the Miami Heat in an Eastern Conference matchup that pretty much is Knicks going in fifth seed in the East and seventh seed in the West. In the East is for the Miami Heat. I'm still setting up here, so excuse me tripping over myself, but we're in the basement, so who cares? That's what happens when we're in here. We're getting ready to set up now. It is in Miami. It's going to be an emotional night for a lot of the players, and Walt Frazier especially, who's calling the game, his good buddy and teammate from the 70 and 73 New York Knicks championship teams. Willis Reed, if you of course know by now, has passed away. So it's going to be a lot of talk with him tonight, a lot of celebration with him tonight. And, of course, Walt Frazier being a part of both of those teams. He is for those that don't know, he is the New York Knicks, one of the color commentators for every Knicks game. So we're going to be hearing a lot of good stuff about and good memories about Willis Reed tonight. And, of course, got him on. So we're going to get this underway and get this thing going. The Knicks, of course, need to win this game tonight. We had 57 points from Julius Randle the other night and lost anyway. It's the third most by a Knick. Carmelo Anthony had 62 points in the game. That is the most of all time for the Knicks. So we'll see what happens here tonight. It's going to be a good game. The Miami Heat are pretty much locked in at the 7th position. There's a handful of games left, if that. So this should be a real fun game tonight. The Knicks look like at this point like they're going to be lining up to have a first-round series against the Cleveland Cavaliers, which would be a massive first-round series to start with. That would be incredible first series to start with. Bruin, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Bruins in the basement. Flex, another cellar dweller accounted for. First, Ozzy in the basement. Flex is in the basement. Bruin, Bruin saying what's up to Flex. You're at the shopping center mall, be in and out as I walk around and drive home. All right, Flex. Hey, Flex, I DM'd you back on Twitter. I DM'd you a shot of the Rangers jersey and how you can go about getting them, man. So, and a little bit less than what you saw or what you were coming across, man. So I hope it helps, and you'll see what I mean. I wrote a whole bunch of things in there for you, man. Grady, another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Ozzy in the basement. Grady's here. What's up, Grady? Bond, another cellar dweller. Another Ozzy in the basement. Grady, what's going on? G'day, Johnny Dwellers. How's everyone doing? Specky the like button. Guys, hit that like button. Keep this basement rolling toward 5,000 subs. That's what we're going for, 5,000 subs. 1 second here. You guys know me. I'm always setting up repping the games. I always think I have a couple extra minutes before it starts, and then it's just getting ready to tip off. Anyway, guys, we're going to get this underway here. Big night. Big night for the Knicks. Big night in general. Big honorary night for Willis Reed. Again, that's what we're here for, man. So we got to enjoy every moment that we have on this earth, and that's what we got to do. Gardini, another cellar dweller accounted for. Gardini's in the basement. I think it's official. Shohei is the popular athlete worldwide. I don't see an argument there. Bro, what an ending to that World Baseball Classic, huh? Wow. Ohtani versus Mike Trout. What a nasty slider, Gardini. What a nasty slider Trout got caught on, man. Tell you what, the people that because of injuries, Altuve, Edwin Diaz, whatever, even if it was Garrett Cole for the Yankees, that can happen anytime. So I think when people say, I need to get rid of that, look at these injuries. Dude, this guy's going to got injured in spring training. Yes, I know Edwin Diaz probably wouldn't have been celebrating a spring training win, but all in all, that World Baseball Classic needs to stay around. And it's going to stay around. It's coming back in 2025, I believe. Get ready to tip off here. The usual suspects starting for the Knicks tonight. Brunson at the point. Grimes at the 2. We got in our forwards, of course, Randall, Barrett, and center with Mitchell Robinson. Knicks win the win the tip-off, and we're already set to go. Let's go, Knicks. Come on, Randall already. Turnaround jumper. Missed it. Oh, no, went in. Good to go, guys. Good to go. Let's get it underway here. Gardini and Johnny and the boys, how we doing? We're doing great, man. How about yourself? Bag of Dave, another cellar dweller accounted for. Bag is in the basement, ready for the Blues-Cats game tomorrow, as well as Flex. Blues-Cats. Guys, I will be up in the morning with you all in the Discord. Bagger, you're part of the Discord, right? Get in the Discord with us because we're all there in the morning, Bagger. I am going to drop the Discord link. I'm up early watching these AFL games, man. I'm not usually there at the very start of the game, but I'll be there, man. Usually by midway through the first quarter, I'm up and rolling, man. And Grimes with the three-pointer, 5-2 Knicks. Game just getting underway. I'm pulling up the Discord right now. Otherwise, I'll forget. Bagger, are you in the Discord? Texas, another cellar dweller accounted for. Texas is in the base. What's going on, Texas? Flex, yeah, I saw that. I replied this morning. I made a short reel of how I make my morning coffee with touchscreen. With touchscreen Wi-Fi coffee machine. Really? Tagged you well. Okay, man. I'm going to check it out when I get on there, man. You know what? Tomorrow's my early morning. So after the footy game, after the Cats play the Blues, that's when I get into all my stuff, man, because I'll already be wide awake. Rock in the house is still asleep, man. So I'll be doing all my stuff here when the game's going on. I get to set up for my day, set up for round 2, and I get to do all of it, man. My tipping, and I got to do my tipping here, too. Got to do my tipping. Bond, good day, Dave. Hope your blue boys smashed the Cats tonight. Flex, I also sent an IG message. I can help you set up a chat bot to do commands and links with you in like 10 minutes when we get a chance at Discord. No doubt, Flex. We'll talk about that in the Discord tomorrow, man. You got it, brother. Bagger, me too, Bon. Raleigh, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Raleigh's in the basement. What's going on, Raleigh? Good to see you, man. Let's go, Knicks. We need an emotional win tonight for Mr. Reed, man. Mr. Reed. R.I.P. R.I.P. to Willis Reed, man. He's going to be talking about a lot tonight. Walt Frazier's going to be speaking a lot tonight. Great man on and off the court. On and off the court, man. He's being honored all across the NBA today. So, Bag, I hope it's a good game tonight. Me too, man. The Knicks and the Heat are right there with each other. The Knicks are the 5th seed right now. The Heat are the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. So, and it looks like the 4th seed, the Cleveland Cavaliers, are going to be matched up against the Knicks. That should be a great opening round series, a great opening round. The Knicks are 42-31, and the Miami Heat are 39-34. It's a big game. Doesn't look like it's that crowded in Miami, though. Tyler Hero up, puts it in on the floater, 8-4. Knicks are still up 8-4, man. We're just getting underway here. You guys know how these games go. And tomorrow night, Carolina Hurricanes against the New York Rangers again, except this time we're going to be in their house. We needed to win that game last night. We really needed to win that game last night. That was horrible that we did not win that game last night. We had it, man. We let it slip away. So now we got to play them again. The first place Canes again tomorrow night, man. We got to take that game. Then we got the Florida Panthers on Saturday. The schedule doesn't get any easier this week. So we got to take that one tomorrow night. Again, the Knicks, Julius Randle, 57 points, and the Knicks still lose. We got to get back on track, both teams. It's all right. We're going to be fine. The Knicks are up 10-4 right now, 9:15 left in the first quarter. Raleigh, I love it. I love it, Raleigh. Brunson, 50-point game tonight. Calling it now. Raleigh on the map. Making a big, big statement. Let's do it, Raleigh. Barrett for 3. Missed it. Tipped in, though. Tipped in by Robinson. Bond, don't forget to do your tips. I'm going to be doing those at halftime. We're in here all talking. I'm doing at halftime. After the game, I'm doing my tips before I go to sleep because when I get up, the game's already going to be on, man. I'm doing my tips today. Most of them are done, I think, but we'll see. Hope it's a good game tonight. Yeah, me too. Let's go Knicks. That's right, Flex. Let's go Knicks. Let's go. We got to win one for Willis, man. Come on, man. Ultimate Knicks legend passes away. We got to come through. And we're in Miami. We're not home tonight, guys. We're in Miami. We're in Miami. 12. Oh, man. It's 12-10 right now. 8.5 left. Brad, another cellar dweller accounted for. Brad's in the basement. Another Ozzy accounted for. What's going on, Brad? Come on, get that, Mitchell. Come on, man. You got to get that board. You got to get that board. For those, man, when I say board, it's a rebound. Texas, that's going to be interesting with Frazier. Yeah, he was a little teary-eyed at the opening, when they do the opening talk, him and Mike Breen before the game. You can see he was a little teary-eyed. They were talking about Willis, man. He's going to be talking about him throughout the game. It's a great friend of his, man, on top of that, man. So Frazier, the team's hurting, man. And Willis Reed was an active guy with the team, man. Just a real active member and just a great person in society all around. So he was 80 years old, so he wasn't a young guy, but too bad I couldn't get a few more years with him, man. Well, after our 10-4 start, Miami Heat have gone on an 11-2 run, so they now have the lead 15-12, just like that. Brad, what's up, Johnny? Everybody, let's go Knicks. That's right, let's go. Brad, good day, Bond. How you doing, mate? I'm going tonight again. I think the Blues have a big chance. Come on, Knicks, let's go. Let's go. 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Bond, Jake Stringer is fit for selection. It'll be a big bonus having a package Jakey boy back. Hope he stays injury-free. Hey, did you guys know the Jets traded away Elijah Moore? The trade is actually getting into works for Rodgers, man. Jets traded away Elijah Moore. I'm trying to follow that as we're going on right now. I just found out about it. I'm trying to see what they got. I think they got some draft picks for him that they're going to convert over to the Green Bay Packers, man. So Elijah Moore is now on the Cleveland Browns. So that trade is gone. He's gone. He's gone. So for those that don't know, the Jets are already and Packers are now they're actually getting this thing in motion. So they got more draft picks now. We get another second round. We got a couple of second round picks in here now. So the Jets look like it's getting closer, man, because the Packers want draft picks. They want draft picks. They want to start building their team. And they want our 13th overall pick in the first round, which I know our GM is like, whoa. I like Aaron Rodgers too. Don't get me wrong. I ain't upset that they're going to get him. I thought Lamar Jackson would have been better for 8 years down the road. He could still be a quarterback, and you got to give up 2 first-rounders. That's who you give up first-round picks for, a Lamar Jackson. But Aaron Rodgers could play with us for 1 year and retire at the end of the year. You don't know. At the most, even if he doesn't, at the most we'll have him for 2 seasons. At the most we'll have him for 2 seasons. That ain't worth a high first-round pick on top of taking on the $60 million that he's owed. So I think we're trying to get a little bit more of a higher draft pick compensation or lower in the draft compensation, maybe in I don't know, whatever. The deal's done. He's going to be on the Jets. It's already obvious that's where it's going. So, and there's nobody else interested in him. So there's Jet fans that are really nervous they're not going to get him. I'm not. We already know the deal's done. It's just our GM, Joe Douglas, he hoards draft picks. Hoards them. He's a hoarder with the draft picks. And he ain't going to give up a precious first-round draft pick for a quarterback that, yes, may take us to the promised land. We have a great shot at winning a ring. But we also have a great shot at not going there and then him retiring at the end of the year, and he might have gave up a great draft pick that could have been your whole future. So I love our GM, Joe Douglas, and that he's not just bowing down to the Rodgers deal. It's not Aaron Rodgers. It's the Packers. Bond, Jake, I read that. Raleigh, Bills are getting D-Hop, maybe. Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins, please go to the Bills, not the Patriots. The Patriots are going to be dead last, Raleigh. Isn't this a great day? The Patriots are going to be in last place for a few years to come. How great is that? Even though the Patriots have a great defense, they really do. Matthew Judon's one of the greatest linebackers in the game. Jack Jones, a great cover cornerback that they got in the same draft as Sauce. But Mac Jones is, well, listen, that was coaching, man. But they don't have the offense. Even if the Patriots were rumored with the Lamar Jackson, Lamar can go to the Patriots and have the same problem he has with the Ravens. No wide receivers. GB, another cellar dweller accounted for. GB, another Aussie in the base. What's going on, GB? Are the Cleveland Browns ever going to be any good, man? I'll tell you what. It's a great question. They've had their teams. Trust and believe, GB. They've had their teams. Come on, bro. I'll tell you 1 second, GB. Drive that. Hit that, Randall. Hit that 3. Nailed it. 6:11 left in the first quarter, 20-17 Miami. They had a really good team back in the 80s. They had Bernie Kosar, quarterback. They had a running back named Ernest Biner and Kevin Mack. That was their backfield. They had Webster Slaughter, wide receiver. Brian Brennan was another wide receiver. They had a really solid team, solid defense. They had a great team. They lost in the AFC Championship game to John Elway and the Broncos. They lost to them back-to-back years. And one of the guys, as sad as this is, Ernest Biner, the game, what could have been the game-winning touchdown to send the Browns to the Super Bowl, this poor guy takes the handoff, runs, and his whole body, you see him go into the end zone. You see him go into the end zone, but he fumbled the ball. He fumbled it. The Broncos recovered, and they go on to the Super Bowl. True story. Everybody talks about the great drive that John Elway had in the previous AFC Championship game against the Browns. Man, that one there was upsetting. Man, can you imagine getting the ball? You're going to run in for the game-winning touchdown to take your team to the Super Bowl. Your whole body gets in the end zone, and you fumble the ball away. He fumbled it. You could YouTube Ernest Biner fumble. I felt bad for the guy. I felt badly for the guy, man. Nobody wants to be that guy. But they have had a couple of times. R.J. Barrett for three. Bang, hits that in. Knicks take the lead, 22-20 with 4:40 left in the first quarter. Miami takes a timeout. A little back and forth game going on right now. Timeout, Miami. I think it was Miami. Anyway, someone called a timeout, and it's 22-20 Knicks right now. Raleigh, going back to what you said just a second ago, the Bills get DeAndre Hopkins and already have Stephon Diggs. Throw a running back. Oh my gosh! Throw a running back in there. Watch out for the Bills. GB, I read that. Gardini, I don't know if the Browns will be good, but they fleeced the Jets. You know what? The Jets are allowing themselves to be fleeced because they're all in on Aaron Rodgers. They're trying to get all these draft picks. Giving up Elijah Moore for a second-round pick, Gardini, I actually agree with you, man. They did fleece the Jets, but the Jets are allowing themselves to be fleeced. They are. And I honestly believe this is not Joe Douglas. It's more Woody Johnson that wants Aaron this badly. What's another 30 years of the Jets owner? That's right. That's right. The Jets owner is a multi-billionaire, man. He owns Johnson & Johnson. Have you heard of them? The guy ain't hurting for money. I promise you that. Raleigh, can't wait for the Pats to be the worst team in the AFC East. Can't wait for that, man. Is that going to be fun or what? I always hear from my family and trucker friends of mine that are Patriot fans are like, oh, we beaten the Jets 15 times in a row. All right, well, 13 out of the 15, everybody beat the Jets. So that's not really that impressive of a stat. This season, the games were a lot closer. Now, the Patriot fans that still make fun of the Jets, it's like, yo, guys, the Jets didn't even have a quarterback. Our offense was a mess. And the Patriots only finished one game better than us. And they had their whole team. They had Mac Jones. Everybody was fine. They had their whole team. And even when Bailey Zappi came in for the Patriots, they were still winning. They only finished one game better than the Jets, and we didn't have a quarterback. We didn't have an offensive line. Everybody was injured. So the Patriot fans talking smack, better take a look at that record. We finished 7-10. The Patriots finished 8-9. One game better than a Jets team that had nobodies on offense outside. You know what I mean? Nobody at quarterback. So that's Patriots going to be in last, and they're going to be in last for a while, and everybody's going to love it. Where are we at? Gardini, look, unless the Jets get a quarterback over 2+ years, they'll have the same thing before them that happened post-Sanchez. Not hating, that's a fact. Listen, the Jets are going all in. I'm not sitting here and saying I'm going to be upset they get Aaron Rodgers, but if you're going to get him, you better get a ring. You better get a ring. I wanted Lamar Jackson. You got to give up 2 first-rounders, as I understand, and what maybe negotiate him on with his money down the road. I don't blame Lamar if he wants to get paid more than Deshaun Watson. I understand it. He's way better than Deshaun Watson. I get it. But that's the Browns' fault for paying Watson that much money. That's the Browns' fault because they bid against themselves. Nobody else was bidding for Deshaun Watson for that much money. So if Lamar is going in with, I should be getting paid more than that guy kind of thing, I agree with him. I agree with him that he is far better. Nobody would take Deshaun Watson over Lamar Jackson. but no one's going to pay Lamar that money because Cleveland made their own bed with that freaking contract they gave him. That's, I think, the only reason why no one's going after Lamar. Lamar is laid back, upstanding guy. He doesn't, no noise on or off the field. Great teammate in the locker, man. This is a guy you want on your team. The only problem I have with Lamar is he's missed 40% of his games the last couple of years for injuries. So that would be my only concern with him. But I wanted Lamar because at least you're getting long. To Gardini's point, you're talking about 2+ years. Yes, I agree. You should go with a guy that you can get 8 years out. You can get Lamar Jackson now. You get another, 6 to 8 quality years out of the guy and probably a ring or two with the team that we have. Again, I'm not going to be crying if we get Aaron Rodgers, but we're only going to have him for a year, maybe 2. Next year at this time, we're going to go through the whole thing again. Is he going to retire? Is he going to stay? So if they're going to go all in, then go all in and hopefully get a ring out of this deal because you're giving up solid players for nothing. Elijah Moore for a second-round pick. I know what Elijah Moore can do. He's a young wide receiver, and he's electric after the catch, as long as Zach is not the quarterback. What killed Elijah Moore was begging for the trade during the season, and I think that turned the Jets off, but they still shouldn't have given him away. This is all for Aaron Rodgers. They're going all in for the ring. Again, I understand it, but I would have gone after Lamar. Gardini, the Bills can't get D-Hop because they're going to be in cap hell. And by the way, I didn't even shout Gardini out. OG cellar dweller in the basement. Gardini in the basement. Sorry, Gardini. I was excited about your first post, the Ohtani Mike Trout thing. I loved watching the end of that, man. So I didn't shout you out properly, brother. In 2001, Brisbane defeated the Bombers 108-82 after the live stream yesterday. Me and my housemate watched 2001, 2, 3, 4 grand finals. Everybody loved that. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I know, Bon. I knew through my history. Don't forget, guys, Bon and the Aussies. Don't forget, I'm a student of the game. I'm a student of the game. Trust and believe. I'm fast tracking. But when I get into a team, I'm all in. Highlights of the whole games, Bon. Oh, okay, yep. Gee, I'm going to be up in the morning too, guys, with you guys. So I'll be on the Discord. Oh, I have to drop the Discord link for you guys. Whoever's not in. I don't know. Bagger, are you in the Discord? Raleigh, Bills would have to trade out Oliver for D-Hop. That's a tough one, man. But they could use another receiver, but I think the Bills' priority should be running back right now. Running back should be their first priority before they get a wide receiver, but you can't pass up D-Hop either. So I get it. If they can't get a ring and Rodgers doesn't retire, they'll be in cap hell with upcoming contracts, and Rodgers dead cap. It's ring or bust. Gardini, it's ring or bust. Everything you're saying, I agree with. I agree with everything you're saying. It's ring or bust. That's it. When you come in, Raleigh, Gardini, when you came in here talking about it, I was already I don't like any of this either, man. I don't like giving up Elijah Moore. Listen, and I promise you, this is Woody Johnson, not Joe Douglas. Joe Douglas is a great GM. He's made a couple of misses. He had some home runs. They got it. Woody Johnson, I really believe, is pushing for Rodgers. Listen, like I said, you better get the ring because if you don't, then we're going to be the Jets again. Cap hell, you won't be able to sign players down the road. Boom! Brunson to Randall, alley-oop, bang! Beautiful floater in there, man. Brunson just threw it up in the air. Randall grabbed it. Bam! Love it. 29-23 Knicks. 2:30 left in the first quarter. Bond, Dave watched nearly the full games. Just little bits were cut out of my house. Made as a Collingwood supporter. Bond, you know what? I love the Watch AFL app, man. That's helping me out a lot as well. It's helping me out a lot as well. Bag a great side, the Lions back then. I'm ready for Lions now. You see me, man. I'm ready for Friday. Friday morning for me. I'm ready for that game right there. Friday morning for me. Brisbane and Melbourne. What a game right off the bat. Brisbane and Melbourne and Geelong were like the heavy favorites to win the finals this year. From all the previews of the season that I've read up on, it seems to be that way. That those three were the headers. Now, if Brisbane can remember there's a third and fourth quarter to be played, we'll be okay. They just got to remember there's a whole second half to be played because that third quarter last week was disgraceful. I think they were outscored. I'm going off the top of my head, but I think they were outscored in the third quarter, 32-8. Yeah, I know Brisbane only had 8 because they went into halftime with 51 points, and at the end of the third quarter, they only had 59. So I know they didn't do anything, and Port Adelaide went up, and I think they got 32. I think they got 32 in that third quarter. That's game over. Bond, Dave watched nearly the full games, I just read that, right? Great side bagger. Yes, I am, Johnny. You are in the Discord. Okay. Yep, Lions were unstoppable back then. I'm waiting for it now. They got Ashcroft. You got some good players that came over, good forwards and defense. We'll see, man. Sometimes when a team that's generally young and you put this super team together, quote unquote super team, a lot of the guys, and they have these write-ups, hey, the Lions are coming back, and you got these big write-ups that they're going to take it. They have a real shot at taking the whole thing. A lot of these guys feel a lot of pressure, no? Probably feel a lot of pressure to take the whole thing. And they came out super flat in that second half last week. Now we got a big game against the Demons. Listen, man, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough run. But I'm all in. I'm excited, and I'm ready. Yeah, Bruin, I will be in that Discord tomorrow morning. The AFL game will be on, and then when the AFL, when the Carlton game is over, is when I get all my stuff prepared, the videos and everything else that I'm going to do for the day. So it's all good tomorrow, man. I'll be up at 4. You guys will probably see me in the Discord around 5:15 in the morning. Well, whatever the case, probably by the end of the first quarter, your time, you guys should probably see me in there around there. Brunson outside the key, driving the lane. Brunson with a step back jumper, missed it. 32-27 Knicks, 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Jimmy Butler defended by Hart right now. Butler just went right around Hart, man. Good defense, man. It's just Jimmy Butler. Went right around Hart, and he scored. Scored for Miami, 32-29 Knicks. Brunson in midcourt right now. 18 seconds left in the first quarter. They're running the shot clock down. The shot clock's at 6. For those that don't know, we have 24-second shot clock. Quickly with the jumper. Missed it. Gets his own board. Put it up. Hey, where's the foul, man? He knocked quickly right over. Where's the foul? Come on, man. That's what I don't like about letting the clock wind down. You know when it's good? They want it to wind down. It's not just the Knicks. Other teams do this. The quarter's coming to the end, so they're letting the clock run down so they can get the last shot so the other team doesn't have time to score before the end of the quarter. Well, the Knicks ran the clock all the way down. Then the Heat tightened up their defense. Now they're rushed to take a shot, miss. Now there's hardly any time. No one can get the rebound. Miami gets it, kicks it down the court, and they hit a three-pointer, so it's 32-31 Knicks. Like, if you're going to run the clock down, man, run it all the way down. Not with like 5 seconds. Well, he had to because of the shot clock. I'll take that back. We were 4 seconds ahead of with the shot clock, so he had to take it. Anyway, that's where we're at, 32-31. Bruin, can't wait till you check. I just read that. GB, pity I'm working, Tony. Can't watch Johnny's debut. Good luck, champ. Hope you get plenty in the chat. I'm going to try to get I can't promise I'm live streaming the Brisbane game, this one on Friday. I can't guarantee it. Remember, guys, it's early here. It's very early in the morning here. Very early in the morning. I can't. If I do live stream, you guys are going to be like, what's wrong with Johnny? He's talking really low. He doesn't get hyper. He's not jumping around. Guys, you got to remember, it's like 4:30 in the morning here when that game comes on. So I'd be more like, wow, look at that play. You might see me do what I told you guys I hate other live stream, not all of them, but some live streams, and they just sit there like, wow, man, I wish the Knicks didn't run the clock down like that and missed the shot. Gave Miami another chance to score that, man. That's incredible. Why would you let Miami do that? Man, they ended up hitting the three. I'm going to be talking like low, but I got something. We'll see on that one. But if I do, I'm not going to be the Johnny you guys are used to. I'm not going to be the what the and what are you kidding me and bam and all that and not that early. Not that early. So I'd just be talking. I would be talking through the game. It's so that's going to be a project for me too. Because people are like, hey, where's this hyper guy, man? Remember, it's 4:30 in the morning. But I'm working on it. If I don't do the live stream this Friday, I am working on it. I got some ideas to make it happen. So we'll see, guys. I'm working on everything. I told you it's my first season. This is a journey. You guys are on it with me, man. Because when I do, I'm not just going to lie. By the way, guys, it wouldn't just be Brisbane games. And we'll do Collingwood games and Essendon games. We'll do Bombers. We'll do Carlton. We'll do the big games. We'll do games that you guys are fans of too. It doesn't always have to be my team. We're gonna do the popular teams and your guys that you follow, man. We're gonna be doing that too. Ask the Bills Mafia in here. I did Buffalo Bills games when they weren't playing the Jets. Those guys support my channel. I did a lot of Buffalo Bills games that the Jets weren't in. So we do that. So you guys, it wouldn't just be Lions games. I would do other games. I'm working on some things to make it a little more soundproof along so the family doesn't wake up, man. It's very early in the morning. 32-31 Knicks right now. Josh Hart bringing it up. Second quarter underway. Texas, you should live stream from golf tournaments. I don't watch golf, Texas, but I hear you, man. I hear you. I don't watch golf, but I hear you, Texas. Golf is extremely popular, man. I just never got into it. It's a good idea, though, man. How many people actually live stream golf? Does that go on? Are there a lot of live streamers for golf? I would imagine there would be, right? That's a very popular sport over here. GB, that's okay. We think what's wrong with Johnny all the time. Fair enough. Again, I'm a 4 decades Jet fan. You could start right there with what's wrong with Johnny. Manav, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Manav is in the basement. What's going on, Manav? Going back home from work now, Johnny. All right, Manav, thanks for always being in here, brother. We'll see you when you get home. Manav, you picking up dinner on the way home or you cooking it? 34-31 Knicks. Heat bringing the ball out right now. Tyler Hero bringing it up. Back to Hero. Josh Hart is D'ing him up. Hero driving the lane. Pull-up jumper at the free throw line. Missed it. RJ with the rebound. Come on, RJ. Bring it up. Bring it up. Kicks it out to Hartenstein, our center. Please don't shoot it from there. Don't even shoot it from there. Obi Toppin for 3. Oh, come on, Obi. You got to hit that, man. Come on, Knicks. This is a big. We got to get this game, man. Got to make up. Good day, Manav from GB. Did you see the cricket result? Boondy, another cellar dweller accounted for, another Aussie in the basement. Good morning to you, sir. How you doing, Boondy? Bag a cricket update, please, Manav. Good evening, Bond from Manav. Manav, no. Manav? You don't have a cricket update? I'm going to pass out. Manav. Wait, let me make sure I'm reading this right. GB asked Manav, did you see the cricket result? Manav said no. Oh, my gosh. Manav, you don't know a cricket result? Manav. I'm in shock. I don't think I've ever read that from you, Manav, that you didn't know a cricket result. Wow. Manav, man, that's a first. That's a first for you, and you're an OG. You've been here a long time. Wow, Manav. Okay. Texas, I got to get past that one, Manav. I can't believe it. Texas, no clue. I just think the loudness on a golf course would be hilarious. Oh, you're talking about being there live streaming it. It'd be a Happy Gilmore in real life, right? Oh, I'd be talking crap out there, man. Come on. You think about it, man. People are like, hey, man, it's not cool because golfers got to concentrate. These are big moments. Well, guess what, man? Hold on a second. Hit that hard. Come on. You got to quickly take that 3. Take it. Oh, he missed it. Come on. If you're going to take it, you got to hit 34-33 Knicks. Oh, good. They alley-ooped the Heat. They missed it too. Bad pass. What are you guys doing? It's not a football game. What are you throwing it all the way down the court for, man? 3-pointer by Miami. Miami's up 36-34. Yeah, they say, well, golfers need to quiet. They got to concentrate. It's a game of inches and millimeters. All right, well, so does the field goal kicker. And the crowd, the opposing crowd is cursing that guy out and telling him how bad he is. He's got to concentrate, right? Field goal kicker's got to concentrate. How about a closer in a game? The away team's fans are booing him and all this stuff when he comes in with the bases loaded and he can't allow a run. So why is a golfer's concentration more important than a field goal kicker? A closer in baseball that comes in? People are booing them and trashing them left and right. And somehow or another, they get it done most of the time. Are golfers not as mentally strong as a field goal kicker? They can't handle getting booed and yelled at. Hey, don't miss it, don't miss it. Or for you Caddyshack, people that know Caddyshack, hey, Noonan, miss it, Noonan, miss. If you know Caddyshack, you know what I'm talking about. I'm being a little bit of if you golf, if you know me, I'm talking crap. I know I'm not saying golfers are mentally weak. It was a joke. We're going on. We're good. Just saying, how come they can't handle booing and a field goal kicker can? Field goal kicker, if you're off by a little bit also, that ball's going shank to the right. Lockport, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Lockport's in the basement. What's going on, brother? 37-37 tie game. 9:45 left in the second. RJ bringing it up. R. Barrett driving the lane, kicks it back out to Quickly. Over to Josh Hart for three. And he hit it. 40-37 Knicks. Josh Hart, three-pointer. Lockport, anyone see DeAndre Hopkins' tweet earlier with Bob Marley's Buffalo Soldier? Really? Are they going to get him? I know Raleigh was just talking about that. Are they going to get him? Bon, Bagger, because India lost. Oh, is that why Manav doesn't know? Come on, Manav. Oh, there's Manav. Manav, is that true? Uh-oh, Manav. Oh, I see it. I see it now. Manav says, oh, it's true. Oh, so you guys are breaking his chops. I get it now. I don't watch cricket, so I told you guys, when you guys are talking cricket, I love that you're in here doing it. It's great. I usually pass them because I don't even know anything about cricket to comment. But I love that you guys do that in here. Josh Hart at the line just got fouled. 40-40 tie game right now. 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Josh hits the first one. 41-40 Knicks. Bagger. Oh, it's because India lost. I see the score up there now. Texas, it's an imposter. You would have to think Manav knows cricket like nobody. I don't know cricket, but I can tell Manav definitely knows cricket. And because he talks with Bond and Wayback and everybody else here on and Bagger all about cricket. So, sorry, Manav. Sorry, India lost, man. Mr. Marine, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Mr. Marine is in the basement. What's up, Mr. Marine? What's up, everyone? Little setback today. Have infection in my blood, but hopefully it'll be gone by the weekend. On new meds for a little tired. Today more than ever. Mr. Marine, man, we're with you, man. You get through it. Is that a common thing? That you can get something like that? I know you've been under a lot, man. And quadruple bypass surgery is no joke. So hopefully it's just a standard thing and that they're on top of it right now. It'll be gone by the weekend. When do you go home? On the 29th? You still going home on the 29th, Mr. Marine? You're always in our thoughts, man. And every time you're in this stream, we're happy to see you, man. It's another day for you, man. It's another day. Another day that you're getting closer. So you had a little setback. You're going to be all right, Mr. Marine. Glad to see you in here, man. Glad to see you in here. Always enjoy seeing your name in here. Tyler Hero going up for three. It's 45. No, don't hit that. Short. Garrett, Josh Hart on the rebound, kicking it down court. RJ dunk, boom. 45-44 Miami right now. 7:35 left in the half. GB, imagine Johnny holding up the quiet, please. Imagine that. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I would get thrown out of there. You guys, I would go viral. I would get thrown out of there. Like, come on, man. You couldn't hit that? You couldn't hit that? You were freaking 2 feet away. How did you miss? How could you miss that? Oh, I would get thrown out of there fast. Oh, boy. Boondy, you like cricket, AFL, NFL, NHL, MLB. What a sports show. Oh, here, yeah. We got everything, man. Everything. And by the way, lacrosse was brought up in here yesterday, too. The National Lacrosse League was brought up in here yesterday as well. Everything gets brought up in here. That's right. And you know what? We're fans of all different teams. We're all diverse. It's all awesome up in here, Boondy. That's why the basement rules, man. GB, anyone for tennis? I like tennis, too, but I was more in the John McEnroe days. John McEnroe, Bjorn Borg, Jimmy Connors. I was more in that day, man. More in those days. Michael Chang, remember him? Boris Becker. Everybody loved watching John McEnroe. Why? You loved to watch him scream or you hated to watch him scream. But when John McEnroe was out there, a lot of people watched. Brunson driving up, kicked it back out. Come on, you got to hit that, Obi. Oh, he missed the three. Come on, Obi. You got to hit that, man. Wide open three. How do you miss? 47-44 right now, Miami. Just under 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Good defense, Josh. Good block under the basket. Hart bringing it up. Alley to Obi. Oh, come on. They're rushing for no reason. Tyler Hero of the Heat. Up. Open three by. Nope, they missed it. Good. RJ with the rebound, bringing it up. Obi with the rebound to RJ, then bringing it up. Let's go. Come on, Barrett. Come on. Bad pass. He's fouled. Good. 6:28 left in the first half. Knicks down by 3, 47-44. Got to win one for the Cap. They got to win one for Willis Reed today. That's where we're at. Knicks are down 47-44. They're rushing the ball like they are rushing the ball for no reason. They're playing sloppy right now. You have a 24-second shot clock, and they're acting like they have 1 second to shoot at these last 3 possessions. I don't know what's going on. Bagger, Johnny gets B-O-G every game, Boondy. Hey, man, this is the way I've been my whole life, man. I get hyped up on sports, man. I get hyped up. It's what it's about. As I always tell you guys, sports, you guys can, it's all about, you know what, whatever you guys do during your work day, this is all about forgetting about life for a while. Having fun, enjoying it. Sports brings look at all the diversity in here, just like Boondy just said. Yeah, cricket, AFL, NFL, NHL, MLB. We're talking about everything in here. We do trivia in here. This is what it's all. We make fun of each other's teams in here, but it's all in fun. It's all about the fun, man. We can all rip on. We call each other out when we're wrong. You know, we do the honor code when we do trivia. Don't Google anything because that's weak. That's weak. And it would be obvious anyway if somebody knew all the answers all the time, right? So it's just fun in here. That's what sports is about. Not going out and beating people up because your team beat my team and I'm angry about it. Like, what is going on in your life that you're so angry that your team lost and another fan talked crap to you? Now you want to go to jail and beat them up and all this? Wow. Ooh, boy, wow. What do you think, the Knicks are going to bail me out of prison because man, Johnny really took care of that dude, man. He stood up for the Knicks against the Miami Heat fan. I mean, do you think they care? No, it's embarrassing, man. Embarrass yourself. I mean, I don't get that. It's fun. It's all in fun, man. Your team wins. Because if your team wins, you talking. So if your team loses, hey, you got to eat it sometimes too. I know I talk. Think about this. I'm a New York Yankees fan. I got family that lives in Massachusetts that are Boston Red Sox fans. My uncle and I go back and forth. I love them to death my whole life. They're great. My uncle and aunt up there are great. I love them to death. He's all Boston teams and I'm all New York teams. We have a fun banter back and forth, but it's just fun. It's nothing personal. But some people take this stuff really personal. Why? Man, I don't want the Knicks to. You guys know my man Fuzzy Bear that comes in here, Froge. He's all Miami. He's not in here yet. But he and I text all the time. He's all Miami teams. I'm all New York. He's a Dolphin fan. I'm a Jet fan. He's a Marlins fan. I'm a Yankees. I mean, His Heat are playing my Knicks tonight. We've already been texting today. It's all in fun. So that's what this is about. And that's why I always wanted my live stream to be that way. And that's why I never wanted cursing in here, because then it gets out of hand. And I always appreciate that you guys respect that. So, all right. So I'm off my soapbox now. I didn't even mean to get up on it, but I'm off it now. Boondy, hey, have you guys seen the crowd at the Phoenix Open? That crowd is off tap. Check it out. No, I haven't. Wow, golf. Well, yeah, I actually knew what the Phoenix Open was. But yeah, it's off tap, golf. I will check it out. GB, say, get well, proud Marine. Get well, proud Marine. Yeah, Mr. Marine, that's our guy. Like I said, I think he was my 10th or 11th sub on my channel. Mr. Marine, what were you, my 10th sub? I think you told me the other day, I think you were number 10 in the basement, number 10 or 11, somewhere around there. He's been here a long time, man. Lockport, sending prayers for Mr. Marine. Amen, Lockport. Hey, man, 1 week away, Lockport. I'll be there. Buffalo Sabres, New York Rangers, taking the drive. We will be there, man. Lockport, can't wait to meet up with you guys. Texas, cricket looks fun. I don't understand anything about cricket, Texas, but the guys have tried to explain it to me a little bit. Do you know some matches can go 5 days, Texas? Manav and Bagger and Bond, these guys could tell you why a game goes 5 days. I don't know. I don't understand. And they say some games can go 1 day. I'm already lost. So I can't say I like it or don't like it. I haven't given it a chance yet, but maybe during the dog days of summer. Grimes for 3, and he hit it. Tie game, 47-47, 5:10 left in the second quarter. In the first half, basically. Miami bringing it back up. Top of the key. Come on, Brunson. Stay on him. Stay on him, Mitchell. Don't let him get past you. Good defense. Mitchell Robinson. Grimes bringing it up. Over to Randall. Bringing the dunk. Oh, he missed it. Knicks keep the ball. Knicks keep the ball. Knicks keep the ball. Great defense by Mitchell Robinson, our center, who's 7 feet tall. Randall came in to bang it, but he got he didn't get Josh Hart for 3. He missed it. Hold on, get that rebound. We missed the board, man. 47-47, though. Randall brought it down. He missed it. Well, kind of defensive. He rushed it, man. He missed the dunk and went out of bounds, but luckily it went off a Miami player. The whole point is moot anyway. The Knicks didn't get any points out of it. Martin drives the lane, gets in on Brunson, D'ing him up, gets the 2-pointer, 49-47 Miami. Jalen Brunson bringing it back up for the Knicks. Mr. Marine, yes, it's a common thing, but should have had it sooner. Yes, 29 still on schedule. Good. Good. Get home on the 29th, Mr. Marine. You're still on schedule. Good. That's what I want to hear, man. That's what I want to hear. Bag of Dave says, fingers crossed for Mr. Marine. Yep. Bruins praying for you. Rock's praying for you, Mr. Marine. Mrs. Basement, we're all praying for you, brother. You're always in our thoughts, man. Flex in an official AFL store. They even have Brisbane Bears hats. I saw that. I want to get one of those, man. A Brisbane Bear. There's a Fitzroy. Hey, listen, man. You guys see all my teams up here. Back there, though, is all like some of the greatest goalies that's ever played in the NHL. I'm not a fan of the New Jersey Devils. That's a rival of the Rangers. But Martin Brodeur, to me, is the greatest goalie that's ever played the game. It's arguable. Yes, you can argue a few goalies with that. But that, to me, I'm not a Devils fan, but I got his picture up there. I got that memorabilia. Why? Because I love the goalie in hockey. To me, is one of the greatest positions in sports. So I respect great goaltending, man. So Julius Randle the other night, 57 points in that Knicks loss. That's the third greatest game by a New York Knick ever. Carmelo Anthony had 62 points. Bernard King had 60. And Julius Randle, 57. Those are the top 3 games by a New York Knick. Of all time, not of this season, of all time, for those that don't know Bernard King. Manav, prayers for you, Mr. Marine. Of course, Mr. Marine. Yes, I read that. Gardini, Josh Hart, and Jalen Brunson are our MVPs, no doubt. Look at how much the team has lifted up since Josh Hart's been there, Gardini. What a tremendous uplifting moment. And the guy's everywhere, man. He's a 2 guard, but he plays like a freaking small, and he can play small forward. He grabs boards. He's everywhere. I love having Josh Hart. He better be on the team next season. The Knicks need to keep Josh Hart on this team. They need to keep him on this team. Gardini, Julius is our best player. I'll tell you what, now he is, yes, because he's playing off the ball, Gardini. The team is not running through Randall anymore. He is not a floor general. He is an aggressive forward that can bring the dunk, bring the blocks, bring the heat. I love Julius Randle for that. But when they make him try to play the guard position like they did last year, no bueno. He has to be off the ball. Now that we have the real floor general and Jalen Brunson, bringing him over from the Mavericks, Randall's back where he should be. So I agree with you, man. Where would the Knicks be without him? Bond, Johnny, you need to learn the Brisbane team song so when you can sing along with the team after the game. You want me to lose subs? You want me to sing on here? You want me to? I'll do it. Maybe I'll do a video just for the Brisbane song. Maybe I should do a club song for every team and sing them all. Just quick little videos, and I'm singing the club song for every team. Maybe I'll do that. That's a good idea, Bond. I just took your idea and just added on to it. Stay on him, Randall. Come on. Come on, man. Good defense by Randall, but they found another open guy. See, that's where the Knicks and the Rangers, remember when I called the Rangers statues on defense? The Knicks do it too. They like to do it too occasionally. Once in a while, they stand there in awe. Like, wow, look at that play, man. He has some moves on him. Oh, look, I didn't see this guy covered because I was watching the play over here. The Rangers do it too. Occasionally, you'll catch it. They both play a Madison Square Garden. Maybe it's a garden policy that you have to be a statue occasionally on defense. They both do it. Mr. Marine, thank you, everyone. Yep, of course, man. You got it every time you come in here, man. Every time. Gardini, why is when people play the Knicks shoot like Curry in games? They do. Like Prince the other night, Gardini. 8 of 8 from 3. 8 of 8 from the 3-point land. 35 points, Gardini. That goes right to your point that you just said, man. Right to your point. Yep, 100%. And it's true. All of a sudden, they're all superstars. It doesn't matter the team. The Rangers and Knicks also like playing down to their competition. Like, I thought that when the Knicks play the Magic on tomorrow night, unfortunately, we're going to be doing the Rangers Hurricanes. The Knicks Magic is not even a great game. The Magic are a doormat in the NBA. They're a doormat. They are bottom of the barrel. And watch the Knicks struggle against them tomorrow. Watch. That's what we do. We play down to our competition. The Rangers do it too. They love you. You bring us a last place team, we'll make them look like a Stanley Cup contender. Bring them here. We'll make them look like Stanley Cup contenders. That's what we do. That's what our New York teams do. You bring us your bad teams, we'll make them look like champions for the day. It's a true story, man. It's a true story. Flex, BOG, best on ground. I actually knew what it meant, Flex. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. Flex, you know why I knew that? I think you or Mikhailov, you or somebody told me that already because I did ask that before. That's why I laughed at it because I was proud. I actually knew that one. Thanks, Flex. Thank you, though, man, for – anytime you just jump out there and tell me, man, because usually I'll ask. But that is awesome, Flex. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Lockport, Johnny, that Hardman pickup was Prairie signals Corey. Oh, Corey Davis is – and I didn't mind Corey Davis, but he's out of here, man. Elijah Moore was given away. Listen. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm thrilled. But if the Jets get a ring and then if they get a ring and then have all these cap issues after that, I'm fine with that. I've been in with this dumpster fire organization for over 46 years now. In that time frame, I've been a proud Jet fan 6 times out of 46 years. That doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. In those 6 times, none of them were a Super Bowl. 4 of them were AFC championship games and a couple of playoff years here and there that they didn't even make the conference championships. So it doesn't add up. So you want to go all in and just make sure you get the ring. And I'll deal with it, whatever else after that. Just get the ring. Because I think we've already beaten that point to death. Flex, I read that. Lockport, read that. GB, congratulations to Japan baseball team as well. Wow, what an ending. Ohtani versus Trout, two of the greatest players in the game. Beautiful drive by RJ, lays it in. 60-55 Miami, minute 45 left in the second quarter. 60-53 Miami. Mr. Marine, thank you everyone. Read that. How do I keep going back up to that? Oh, of course, there's my man. There's my man. Fuzzy Bear, where is he? I just lost him. Texas, yeah, that'd be cool. Good day to Fuzzy Bear. Where'd he go? Froge, if you're in here, I didn't see you. I must have missed your comment somewhere along the line. That guy I was telling you about, all Miami teams, I've known him. He's a personal friend of mine. I've known him about 17 years now. He shows up when his team's winning and talks. He'll disappear if the Knicks start winning. We won't see him anymore, right, Froge? I still got this, man. You'll still see me. I still got this. Fuzzy Bear's a great guy, man. He's a really good dude, man. He actually went to the Miami Dolphin Jets game with me this past year in October. He had a great time there. The Jets won 40 to whatever it was. Johnny, Raleigh, we all know who Johnny is talking. Amen, Raleigh. That's right. See, that's an OG right there. You know exactly what's going on. RJ Barrett bringing it back up. Come on, man. Good lay-in and one. Bucket and one. 62-60, and RJ going to the line for another. That's what I'm talking about right there. Beautiful. RJ drives the lane, goes right around. Martin fouls him, lays it in. RJ Barrett with a bucket and one. Means he got the shot for 2 points. Now he gets fouled, goes to the free throw line because it was a shooting foul. Now he's getting the extra. That's what I'm talking about. Texas, there's a team in Omaha, but that's a couple hours away. It's just a group of folks from overseas that lay amongst each other where it's closer I would join. That's cool, man. That's awesome. Yeah, a couple hours away is a bit of a hike. You know, when you're like young, you don't care, but when you get older, it's like, it's 2 hours there, 2 hours back. It's worth it. I got you, Texas. 14 seconds left in the half. Miami's letting the clock count down. They got Jimmy Butler bringing it up on Mitchell Robinson. Come on, Mitchell, don't let him get it. Good dish out by Butler to Vincent. Randall just throw it up. Half-court shot. Just missed it. All right, let's catch up on these. Boondy, I played 33 years, 386 games of cricket. Wow, retired 2 years ago. It's a game of attrition, a chess game on the grass. Wow, Boondy. So, Boondy, why are some matches, I don't know if it's a game, if it's referred to as a game, contest, match. You know what I'm talking about. Why do some matches go 5 days and others are just a day? Or am I way off on that also? But I thought some go 5 days. Why is that? Why does that happen? Please, I would love to know what makes a match go 5 days. GB, imagine one long day of baseball over 5 days. Great game, just long. But what makes it go that long? Why does it go that long? Would it be like, if we're going to use a baseball analogy, would it be like, okay, we're doing 9 innings today, 9 innings tomorrow. Is each game a new win, or is it all one big game for 5 days? Is it one big match for 5 days, or is it like a series? Like, hey, we won today, we're up 1-0. Now it's 1-1. Now this team went up because they won today. It's up 2-1. Am I overthinking this? Probably. Just let me know. Texas, there's a movie called Lagoon THT. Has quite a bit of cricket in it. I thought it was a good movie. All right. Cricket is, I'm telling you, I'm not, like I said, when I say I didn't watch it, I've never given it a chance. But in the dog days of summer, July and August, maybe I will. I just can't promise that right now. I'm all into footy. Footy is my main attention right now because I'm learning the game. I know my sports. I'm not worried about my sports. My sports I can do. AFL is a brand new thing to me, and I'm loving it. So all my attention on the extras is into footy right now. That's where all my attention goes. I can do my games. I can do these things blind. Footy is my baby right now. That's my project. And I'm all in. I'm a student of the game on that. So cricket, I can't take on something else on top of it. But it sounds interesting because all you guys are passionate about it. All you guys are into it. Bruin, Hasek's better in my opinion. Hasek was, you can argue it. I told you can argue. You can argue Patrick Waugh. Patrick Waugh, you could argue it too. He's a 4-time champion. 2 different teams. Patrick Waugh and Brodeur pretty much played. Waugh was a little bit before Brodeur, but they're pretty much the same era. You can argue it. Brodeur has 691 wins. You could argue Hasek. You could argue it. Do you know total wins though, Bruin? Total wins? Do you know Henrik Lundqvist is way above Dominic Hasek in win totals? Maybe not rings, but win totals. I think Dominic Hasek for wins, career wins, I think he's 13th all time. I think Lundqvist is 6th. But Hasek, nobody brought it better than Hasek on the Flash, the butterfly saves and all that. Nobody brought the Flash better than Hasek, man. The guy was money. He saved the Buffalo Sabres. He made them relevant. And then he went on and got his rings with the Red Wings. So, yeah, Hasek was an outstanding all-time great. You can, like I said, you can argue a few guys, man. I definitely respect the arguments. It's not like Wayne Gretzky where it's an obvious GOAT. Wayne Gretzky is an obvious GOAT. There's nobody else in that conversation. Nobody. How many sports can we say that about one player? Nobody's even in the conversation. Wayne Gretzky and everybody else. Not even Gordie Howe. It's Wayne Gretzky and everybody else. We know Ovechkin, outside of injury or something tragic, is going to beat his all-time goals record at 894. We know that. I think Ovechkin's somewhere like 78, somewhere around there away. Guy's 37 years old, scoring over 50 goals last year. I think he's got 40 this year. It's not like he's hanging around to beat the record. The guy is freaking racking up goals. Like when LeBron beat Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record, everybody's saying, oh, well, he's just hanging around. No, you don't average 30 points a game and hit more than 50% of your shots by hanging around. That's not hanging around. It's like he's coming off the bench. Hey, I got to get 10 more points in this game. Hey, guys, man, feed me a little bit so I get to 10 points. It's not like that. So, but Gretzky has 61 total records, regular season and playoffs combined. One of them's bound to go down, right? Anyway, Texas, that's awesome, Boone. You got videos of it. Sing along with Johnny. Oh, man. Bon, I'm really considering doing every team's club song. If I did a club song after like a victory for that team, I should do that. That's a good idea. I'm thinking out loud now, Bon. So you got the wheels turning. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to forget that. This book, this brand new book, is for footy only. It's for footy only. I'm writing that one down, man. That's a good idea. I like that. You guys are going to cry laughing. I can't sing. Should I sing it like death metal style, like Cookie Monster? I can't do that. I'm going to kill my voice. I never got into that kind of metal, man. That is way out of my realm. That's way out of my realm. I could just doing that right now. I'm going to need to drink a bottle of water to get my voice back. Texas, follow the bouncing ball. Hello. Right. Just follow the bouncing ball. You'll be good. Seth. I have learned, Seth, with your long YouTube name, not to read the entire name. Just Seth. Seth, another cellar dweller accounted for. Seth's in the basement. What's going on, Seth? Brooke Lopez is having isn't that crazy? Brooke Lopez is murdering it out there right now. What a great season for him, man. Wow. Good shout out for Brooke Lopez, Seth. I like that, man. I used to read when Seth first came around, guys, for wondering why I said that. If you look at his name, it's Seth, Mrs. Smith, for Ravens fan, Bucks fan, Vipers fan. I used to read the whole thing. Now I just read Seth. So If anybody cared about that, that's why I said that. Moving right along. Seth's a great dude. He's a great regular cellar dweller, man. Seth is in the house. Gardini, I'm ready. I'm ready to read your paragraph. It's official. The best offensive center of all time, and Joel Embiid is a total package. You got footwork like Hakeem. That's a hell of a compliment. Hakeem Olajuwon, one of the greatest centers of all time. And has an overall game like no one has seen. Embiid is the MVP. I love how, who called Gardini? Who called, what analyst? Somebody called Embiid lazy. Who called Embiid lazy? I forget. My son told me this the other day, and I forget now. Who called Joel Embiid lazy? Somebody called him lazy. If he's lazy and still leading the MVP, man, I'd hate to see what he did if he really tried. You kidding me? Flex, I've seen 3 Patriots and 2 Cowboys NFL jerseys in the shopping center so far. Boo them, Flex. Boo. Tell them the Cowboys are not going anywhere, and tell the Patriots welcome to last place. The Jets rule. See how that goes over. Tell them the Jets. Well, you should go over well. Flex is big. Flex is a big dude. Tell them the Jets. Tell them the Patriots welcome to last place. It's all there. Tell them Johnny Basement said they can have the basement. They can have the basement. It's all theirs. The Jets had it for long enough. That's all theirs. They can have the basement. Flex and not.com, and you see that NFL stuff on. And see, that's what I mean. The Cowboys, when we're talking about the Collingwood, the Cowboys, the Yankees, the Patriots, that's why they're so hate. Look at that. Look how popular they're in Australia wearing Patriot. You've seen 3 Patriot jerseys and 2 Cowboys in Australia. Man, Flex, you need a Giants jersey. Those Patriot fans wouldn't be able to say a thing. You need a Giants jersey because all those great Patriot teams could never beat Tom Coughlin and the Giants in the Super Bowls. That's why my friends that are Patriot fans that make fun of me and the Jets, like, you guys just beat up on the Jets because you couldn't do it to the Giants. Lost 2 rings to the Giants. So you beat up on the younger brother. You beat up on the Jets. Okay. That's changed now too. Texas their basement tour video. What's all the stuff on the wall? It's funny you should ask that, man, because I am going to vlog. I'm going to do a vlog one day, and I'm going to include Frank. You guys know Frank from the Deptford Mall. Frank, who has the memorabilia store, the Sports Cave. I'm going to go see Frank either by the end of this week or during next week. And you're going to see this. I'm telling you, man, Frank's got everything. He's got the memorabilia. He's got the jerseys. He's got the trading cards. He's got it all in there, man. Sweatshirts, T-shirts. Deptford Mall, New Jersey. You can Google it. The Sports Cave, Deptford Mall. That's the guy right there, because I want to go down and talk to Frank, and we'll see what we can get going on with that stuff. So, but the back wall there, Texas, is all the best goal. A lot of the best goalies from the past and the present. It's not down here is not as big as you guys think. It's really not. It's really not. Like you guys see when I upload my videos. By the way, for those that don't know, we're at halftime right now. Like when I upload the videos and you guys see all the Jet stuff in the background, guys, I'm kid you not. See, watch this. I kid you not. Watch this. See me go here, and then here, and now I'm back. That's it. I mean, it's like from here to here. It's literally turning the screen. It's right there. Literally right there. I mean, it's like, that's it. There's nothing else. There, and that's it. But I'll gladly do it one day, man. You guys, it's cool. I'll do it. I'll do a little vlog on that. That's fine. Whoa, what a dunk. Who did that? They're showing halftime stuff. Anyway, back to this. Yeah, Texas, we'll do some stuff, man. And then we'll get down to the Sports Cave, man. Meet Frank, too, man. I'm going to give him a call tomorrow, actually. Way back. Good day, Dwell. Way back. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Aussie in the basement. Way back's here. Gardini, this is actually unbelievable. The Heat are ranked 28th in team and 3 percentage tonight. Shoot, right, of course, Gardini, you already know. You already know. It's New York. We have the Statue of Liberty, which represents bring us your weak, bring us your poor. Nobody knew it included sports teams. So the Knicks, the Rangers, Jets, Giants, everybody, bring them. Bring us your ailments in sports. Bring it. We're gonna make you look like champions. That's what we do. Though Miami is a good team. They're decent. They're not going far in the playoffs, but they're decent. So way back's in. Good point. Goodini, isn't it weird that football and basketball regular season are more intense and critical to a team on a nightly basis as opposed to baseball? Dude, because baseball is so long. It's 162 games, man. Like, it's just too long. That's why I love football. You lose the first week, you're already in trouble. Right now, these games matter. There's 10 games left, give or take? These games matter. Every single game matters. Every single one. In baseball, it's all right, we started the season 0-10, but then all of a sudden you can be it. I mean, remember the year the Nationals won the World Series? They were below 500 in May. Nobody saw that coming. You got so much time to make up ground in baseball. That's why. That's why, Goodini, but you know it. Manav, the Texas Hockey Cards. Lagan is a great movie. I hope I said that right. Yep, there you go, Texas. Manav's back talking about cricket. He's over India's loss and ready to talk. Way back, there's always hope, GB. Bond. Flex, the test match was always 5 days, 2 innings each team, battling and bowling twice, and it's one big, long game. It is a big, long game for 5 days. Okay. Wow. How long is each day's games? Way back, nah, mate, I'm joking. 2 innings each if needed. I'm already confused. But it could be over in less than 5 days if both teams are bowled out and both their innings. I'm 110% lost. Way back, a test match can be over for 5 days. Manab, that's so true, way back. T20 is 20 overs each team, 1 innings, over in a few hours, and it's a score as quick as you can and as fast as you can. Is there a clock running? I'm completely lost. I thought up to the tip, the Hawks from a bomber would be a stretch. I thought to tip the Hawks from a bomber would be a stretch, Bond. Man, I'll tell you what, if the Bombers are on a rebuilding like the Hawks are, boy, they sure showed what team really is in a real rebuilding more than the other. Bombers destroyed the Hawks last week. Destroyed them. In the second and third quarter combined, I think the Hawks had 10 points, 1 goal, and the rest were behinds. I mean, bombed out in the second and third quarter. Wow. Bruin Hasek has 6 Vezes. Almost them were consecutive. 2 cups and 3 Jennings. I know. Hey, listen, you can argue anybody, man. I get it. Hasek is definitely in the conversation all day. I get it. You can argue Hasek, and I understand it. Patrick Waugh, you can argue him too. Definitely. Hasek was amazing. Absolutely amazing goalie. Flex, don't forget your footy tipping before the game start. I'm not. I'm going to be doing those, man. I'm doing those right when we're done, man. Right when this night is over, I'm doing that before I shut the computer down. Mikhailov, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Mikhailov, back from the missing. Another Aussie in the basement. What's up, Mikhailov? Johnny and the Dwellers, what's good? Been a while since I've been in the basement, right? Anything interesting happening? Everything's interesting, man. We got the basement rolling here. We've had debates. We've had all types of things. Mr. Marine is back and healthy, Mikhailov. Mr. Marine survived this quadruple bypass surgery. Another OG to you, too, Mikhailov. He's back, and he's on the mend. 29th. Texas, yeah, it's neat just to see other things, sports or history related. Yeah, it is, man. You got to have multi things in here. I got Jets. I got my teams in here, but I also have some history of the sports in here as well, man, because I do respect the games. Even modern-day goalies, like right behind me, you see him? Andre Vasilevsky, one of the greatest goalies to ever play the game. He's one of the greatest. Him and Marc-Andre Fleury, modern-day great warriors, legends, man. Marc-Andre Fleury was the last goalie taken number 1 overall. He's got 3 cups. Instant Hall of Famer. So I like to have some of today's guys up here, too. Goodini, George Carl. Oh, boy. George Carl was the one. That's it right there. Once I saw George Carl, that's the one because, yeah, that's it. But call Jokic energetic. Oh, come on. Yeah, I hear you on that. I knew it. I once you said George Carl, then yeah, it's like, okay. Now I couldn't remember who it was, so there you go. 66-61 Miami. We're just underway here in the third quarter. Mikhailov, good seeing you back in here, man. Good seeing you, man. We were just talking about you. You know how we are, man, especially with the OG, man. You guys go missing for a week or two, man. We're like, what happened? Where'd they go? There you are, Mikhailov. Good stuff. We got a Trouba sighting this week, and he's back too. Not tonight, but he'll be back for tomorrow. Hey, Mikhailov, big win for the Canes over my Rangers yesterday, bro. Rangers should have had that game. That was a good game, man. Now I wanted to win in our house. Here we go. The immortal Knicks legend Willis Reed, by the way, Mikhailov passed away at 80 years old. Willis Reed passed away. Here's some of his accolades. Willis Reed. He's a two-time NBA champion for the New York Knicks, 1970 and 73. He was the MVP in both of those finals games. He's a 1970 NBA MVP overall. He's a 1965 Rookie of the Year. Willis Reed was also a seven-time All-Star. He was inducted in the NBA Hall of Fame in 1982. His number 19 jersey is retired by the Knicks. Number 19, retired by the Knicks. It's hanging up in the rafters with all the other New York Knicks and New York Ranger legends. He was named to the 50th and 75th all-time NBA teams. Two-time Finals MVP, 1970 overall NBA MVP, and 11-time, seven-time All-Star. I said 11, seven-time All-Star. The immortal Willis Reed. You know what? He was more of a legend off the court. Incredible person. Incredible person. Yeah, it sure has been, Mikhailov. That's from Bruin. Come on, Mitchell, get in on the defense. Good rebound by Grimes. Bring it back up, Brunson. 68-65 Miami. 10-15 left in the third quarter. Brunson with the floater and in. 68-67 Miami. Bon, I missed the front bar last night, boys. We'll match the replay later. Hey, I got the front bar. I got them on my YouTube. I know what you're talking about. Bagger, brace yourself for all the memorabilia from Oz once you get your P.O. box. I know. And I'm getting that. I should have that next week. I should have that next week. I'm trying to get everything done before I go to Buffalo on the 31st to see the Buffalo Sabres and the New York Rangers. I will be there with Gunner, Lockport, Peso, and Thunder Dan, Bills King Mafia. It's going to be fun, man. Oh, don't forget the A1 sauce. Mikhailov, man. Rock. You know, Mrs. Basement, Rock, we've been talking about your A1 sauce, man. We definitely want to hook you up with that, man. We do, man. Mikhailov, massive win by the Canes. Was awesome game. It upsets me a bit because Canes versus Rangers should be a Stanley Cup matchup, right? Mikhailov, do you know coming into that game, the Rangers beat the Penguins twice and the Predators totaling 17-2. We had a 6-0 and a 7-0 back-to-back shutout. Before the shutouts, we beat the Penguins 4-2. 17-2, Mikhailov, and then the Canes were coming in. We're like, we're going to wax them too? Nope. The Canes hung in there and had a great game, man. The Canes got to be pissed because nobody talks about the Canes. You hear about the Bruins. You hear about the Rangers now that we got Patrick Kane. We got a super team now. But Carolina yesterday, credit to your team, Mikhailov. Carolina came into my house in the Madison Square Garden and handled the Rangers, man. They won 3-2. Now we're going to your house tomorrow night, right here in the basement. Another big matchup. Rangers, Carolina Hurricanes tomorrow night in the basement, man. That's going to be huge. But Mikhailov, all respect to your team, man. They hung in there. Rangers are super hot, and you calmed them down. 17 goals in 3 games, and you guys, man, held the Rangers to 2. That shows the power. That shows Carolina telling the league, hey, man, don't forget about us. Don't forget about us. Yep, big time. And now that Tony DeAngelo is not on your team anymore, Mikhailov, I can warm up to the Canes a little bit. I couldn't stand DeAngelo. I couldn't stand him when he was on the Rangers, and that's where he originally came from. Gardini, I see a paragraph there, and I'm going to hold it. Gardini, you're a good spot to hold off because I'm taking a 2-minute break. You're a good spot to hold off because I don't have to look about where I was. I just look for this. Anything that's typed like this, then I know where I left off. I left off at Gardini and his paragraph. I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, we're back. We're back. Where are we at? Knicks up. Knicks down 75-72. Scratch that. 77-72. Miami just scored. Jalen Brunson bringing it back up for the Knicks. On the floor, we got Grimes, Robinson, Barrett, Randall, and Brunson at the point. Brunson for three. Come on, Jalen, you got to hit that. Wide open three. You missed it. Oh, how can I say where did I leave off? Let me find that paragraph. There it is. See, that was easy, Gardini. Leaving off on you is easy. I can always find where I'm at right away. You know why I think people really think MJ is the GOAT? It's not because of the on-court play, but it's his off-court game. We haven't seen anyone bring attention and fandom to a sport like MJ did on-court game. I mean, he is, Gardini, no doubt. Michael Jordan is the biggest name in sports all around the world, man. He's all around the world. Look at his sneakers, man, are still the greatest sellers, man. They always will be. They're legendary sneakers. I had a pair when I was a kid. When they first came out, I had a pair. Air Jordans. I had the red, white, and black striped Nike on it, man. I had those. And then I got a blue and white pair. So, yeah, MJ, there's no doubt he's the GOAT for a whole lot of reasons and known for that, man. And the reason why I don't like getting into the LeBron MJ thing at time, I'm a LeBron fan like you, Gardini. But it makes it sound like we don't like Jordan or we don't think Jordan was good. That's not even close to the case. Michael Jordan is an absolute legend of the game. There's no doubt about it. Those debates make it sound like we're saying that he was no good. Like that's so ignorant and dumb. Like why would I think Michael Jordan's no good? But some people, not in here, I'm just saying in general, other people I talk to, they think that, well, you think Jordan was no good? Yeah, that's what I think. I think Jordan was no good. I mean, come on. Jordan's a legend, man. Are you kidding me? So, but that's a good point, Gardini. Mikhailov, yes, Bruin, thank you. A1 sauce is a must. Mikhailov, we're going to get you that A1 sauce, man. I'm glad to see you back in here, too. Trouba was missing for a couple weeks, and when he came back, we were happy. When Mr. Marine came back, obviously, we were all happy, man. Come on, man. So this is great seeing you in here again, Mikhailov. Good. We always wonder where people are at after a while. Like Rick the Ninja. Rick the Ninja, OG Rick the Ninja comes in and out a lot too, man. Gardini, am I the only one that thinks the ranch is nasty and so overhyped and unnecessary? Could be. I never really put that much thought into it, Gardini, to be honest with you. Mikhail, and anybody that's wondering who Gardini is, BK Reaper. That's OG Gardini. He's BK Reaper for now. Next week, who knows? He might be Joe Montana. He might be Emmitt Smith. We don't know. He might be Lawrence Taylor. We don't know who he's going to be next week. But right now, he's BK Reaper. Mikhailov, way back. How's things going, mate? Get that rebound. Good. Brunson on the rebound. Grimes bringing it up. Beautiful reverse. Oh, you got to hit that. Come on, man. Come on, Grimes. He did a reverse layup, but he had a wide open R.J. Barrett stand there. You could have just dished him the ball, man. Sometimes the Knicks are rushing through these games, and I don't get it. You got 15 on the shot clock. RJ, take your time. He's driving. Double team now. I thought RJ stepped out of bounds. Okay. Come on with these bags. This is sloppy. Hartenstein with the steal. Wow, good play. Kevin Love just fouled Brunson. Boy, there's been some real sloppiness between both teams on these exchanges just now. Gunner, OG cellar dweller accounted for. Gunner's in the basement. Gunner, is Tom Tupa the David Ayers of the NFL? He was the Zamboni driver that filled in for the goalie. It's like that, yeah. But don't forget, Tom Tupa was a quarterback in his earlier days for the what? Not the Arizona Cardinals, the St. Louis Cardinals. Tom Tupa was the quarterback there, I think. Then he took a couple years off, but he learned how to punt because his NFL career as a quarterback was over. But he didn't want to be out of the NFL, so apparently he learned how to punt, came back, and then when Vinny Testaverde went down, our backup quarterback, Rick Meyer, didn't even know the plays that well, so they stuck our punter, Tom Tupa, in at quarterback because we didn't have one. Open the season. We didn't have one anymore. And, of course, that's New York Jets football. 1999, the Jets were the heavy. Hartenstein with the flow to get that rebound. Randall, you didn't get it. 82-77 Miami. Miami bringing it back up the court. 4:20 left in the third. John Elway had just finished winning his back-to-back titles with the Denver Broncos. Vinny Testaverde, he had retired. Vinny Testaverde and the New York Jets were the heavy favorites in 1999 to win the whole thing. The whole thing. We had a loaded squad. And what happens to the Jets? Our quarterback, Testaverde, rips his ACL in the first game, in the first half, in the first quarter of game one of the regular season. Jets' hopes went right out the window. Then our backup quarterback, Rick Meyer, couldn't throw his ball. Oh, please. Zach Wilson all over again. But didn't have a backup quarterback, basically. So they stuck Tom Tupa, the punter, in at quarterback. Can't make this stuff up. When the Jets, for once in their life, was the heavy favorites to win the Super Bowl, our quarterback rips his Achilles in the first quarter of the first game of the season. Out for the year. Forget it. So there you go, Gunner. I hope I cleared that up on your Tupa question. All the OGs, just a reunion. That's right, Godini. George Karl is ignorant with saying Embiid is lazy, but Jokic isn't. Yeah, I know. 100% agree with you there. Bond, I have a Fitzroy Lions tie. It was my dad's. The club gave it to him. My dad used to sing after games, and Bert Newton sung as well. Really? A Fitzroy Lions tie. That's awesome, man. I like the logo. I love the logo. And I love, as I understand correctly, guys, you guys are the footy professionals. Oh, get that block. Oh, what? What a block by Hartenstein. Miami came up to dunk, and Hartenstein blocked it. Randall missed the dunk. Offensive foul on who? I was going to say it's against Kevin Love. Randall just went up high to bring it down. Kevin Love jumped all over him, man. You would call that an offensive foul? No way. Hold on. They're still talking about it. What height by Randall. Yeah, Kevin Love's hand. When Randall's going up, Kevin Love's hand hit him right here. That's a foul all day. Offensive foul? How? How is that an offensive foul? The Knicks have 0 field goals in the last 3 minutes. 0. Knicks down by 10, 87-77, Miami. 3:19 left in the third quarter, more than plenty of time left. Can't make this stuff up. Randall, don't do it. Don't yell at the – stop arguing with the ref. You're going to get teed up, man. You're going to get a technical. Stop, Randall. Stop. Did he get a technical now? Come on, man. Come on, Randall. Come on. I agree with him. He's not wrong. That was not an offensive foul. Anybody new in the basement, subscribe, bell notice, hit the like button. It was not an offensive foul. How is he going to go up to bring the house down and Kevin Love friggin' grazes his head? So how is that an offensive foul? But now Randall's arguing with the ump, with the referee, man, and now he got – I don't know if he got a technical. We just went to commercial. If he got a technical, then Miami gets a free shot at the line. Boondy, have you watched Winning Time about the LA Lakers of the 80s? Funny as bugger. Is it really? I might have. I watch a lot of stuff, Boondy. If I haven't seen it in a while, I might have. I'd have to look at it again. I watch a lot of documentaries, man. The Lakers of the 80s were no joke. They had such a great team, man. Such a great team. Them and the Celtics were the teams of the 80s. Way back, my daughter is brainwashed to follow Hawthorne, reckons that they are her inheritance. Oh, wow. Mikhailov, it's a grand old flag. It's a high-flying flag. It's an emblem for me and you. I think we're a happy team at Hawthorne. It's a great – oh, you guys are singing songs. Bond, you've been thunderstruck. You know, that's the opening song for the Tampa Bay Lightning. You've been thunderstruck is the opening song for the Tampa Bay Lightning hockey team, Bond. True story. I went to plenty of Tampa Bay Lightning hockey games. So why they're my second favorite team when we their opening song was that Thunderstruck. Angus playing on the guitar. Yeah, man, it's awesome. Mikhailov, yeah. Thunderstruck. Great song, but yes, it's the opening song for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Gunner, how I see LeBron versus Jordan. How I see the Bron versus Jordan debate. They're both the GOATs, but of their own eras. They both played in difficult eras with different rules and schemes. There you go. And on top of that, they're two different style players anyway. Two different style players. Two different styles. The problem is, Gunner, is that the MJ fans act as if Jordan made the playoffs 6 times and won 6 finals. They forget about the 80s and they forget about the Wizards years. It's just 6-0 in the finals. They don't ever bring up that Michael Jordan never beat Larry Bird, never beat Kareem and Magic together, never beat the bad boy Pistons until they got old. Never bring up the 80s with Michael Jordan because it doesn't look good on him. He got swept. He lost 6 consecutive times in the playoffs, 3 times in the first round. Now, when guys that say, well, Michael Jordan only had role players then, fine. But LeBron does not get that excuse. LeBron takes role players to the finals. And what's the answer? Well, he got swept. Yeah, he got swept by Tim Duncan and Ginobili and Tony Parker. Dynasty Spurs team with LeBron was the only star on that team in his first finals. The only one. He carried a team with names like, shout out when you know the guys I'm talking about, Drew Gooden. Anybody hear of him? Eric Snow. Anybody hear of him? Delonte West. These are the names that LeBron brought to the finals. Jordan couldn't get to the finals until he had a team around him. LeBron has carried role players way further than Jordan ever did. But nobody likes to say that. Nobody likes to bring up the 80s because it doesn't make Jordan look good. But the excuse they give Jordan, they don't give LeBron when he doesn't win. When they say, well, LeBron doesn't win all the time in the finals. Well, he's lost 6 times in the finals. Okay, so the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron and J.R. Smith should have beaten KD, Seth, Clay, Draymond. That was an upset, right? The Warriors beating LeBron and J.R. Smith and that team, that was an upset. The Warriors beating them 3 out of 4 times with those great GOAT players of all time. Some of the greatest of all time were on that team. So that was an upset. Now, I don't like to talk about that. That's my point. My point always is LeBron did more with less than Michael Jordan ever did. Michael Jordan never carried a team of no names like LeBron has to the finals. He never did it. Couldn't get past the first round. The players Jordan did beat were not the caliber players that were from the 80s that he couldn't beat. And I agree. He only played with role players. I agree. But you can't say that for him and not give LeBron the same excuse. It doesn't work that way, but it does for them. That's all I'm saying. And I love Michael Jordan. I was a big Jordan fan. But let's be real here. So it's a tiring debate. It's on and on and on. So the way Gunner put it is the best way to put it. They're 2 different eras, and that's just the way it is. Mikhailov, don't call him the ninja for no reason. It's good to be back. Just been flat out with work. It's all right, Mikhailov. It's true. Rick the Ninja, you know Mikhailov. You're an OG. We'll all be talking and forget he's even in the – remember during the baseball games? He'll be there in the first inning, second inning. Then we do a whole bunch of things, and then 3 hours later, he jumps out with a trivia answer. It's like, whoa, Rick the Ninja. That's how he got the name. He came out of nowhere. Bruin, I like the Ranch, but it's overhyped. Are you guys talking about a show? You talking about this show on Netflix, The Ranch? If you're not, then I don't know what you guys are talking about. Why? Because we're in the basement. That's why. Bruin, Leafs losing to their own Zamboni drivers. One of classic moment. 151 left in the third quarter. 88-81. Miami, Josh Hart at the line for the Knicks. Now it's 88-82. Knicks down by 6 points. 151 left in the third quarter. We all know that there's plenty of time left in this game. And no more MJ LeBron talking here. Please, I'm done with all of that. We've beaten that thing to death. I love both players. I don't hate either player. I'm over that debate. I really am. I'm over that conversation. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't want to talk about that one anymore. You guys want to talk about it in there? So be it. I'm not talking about it anymore. We've done that topic 9,000 times. I love both players, and that's it. No problem. You guys want to talk about it in here? Go ahead. I'm bowing out of that conversation from now on. It's a tiring conversation. I don't want to have it anymore. Patrick Ewing, my condolences to the family of one of the greatest Knicks. He was a great player, but a better man. And that's what everybody's been saying about Willis Reed. Now that's what's important right there. Willis Reed. Trouba train. OG cellar dweller accounted for. Trouba's in the basement. What are we doing tonight, Trouba? Honoring who? The legend, man. Honoring the legend today, man. Walt Frazier having an emotional night tonight. Great friend of his and teammate. And just amazing night. Better late than never. That's right, Trouba. Better late than never. You're in the basement. We're rolling forward, man. Bond, my dad was born in Fitzroy. That's cool, man. I like that. I'm thinking about that tie. Bond, could you put that in the Discord? I'd like to see that. When I get up in the morning and I'm in the Discord with you guys, have that tie in there, man. I'd like to check that out. Bagger, I better do some work. Excellent chat, everyone. Hopefully we catch up tonight in the Discord. Go Blues. I'll be seeing you guys, man. I'll be up at the crack of dawn. I'll be up, like I said, by the end of the first quarter. So you'll see me in there. You'll see me in there. It won't be right at the beginning, but you'll see me in there. Bond. Way back. You having band jam tonight? Mikhailov, how many team wins for the NHL record? Bruin, Johnny, or other dwellers. Is it 65 to set a new record? Yeah, the 95-96 Red Wings and the Tampa Bay Lightning for 29. Both have 62 wins. They both are tied with the record for most wins in an NHL season with 62. So 65 would be the bar. Boondy, winning time, 10-part. Trouba just finished a few pounds of turkey. Hey, Trouba, just to fill you in, man. OG, Mr. Marine was just in here. He had a little bit of a setback today, Trouba. Mr. Marine had a little bit of a setback today. He has a blood infection that they're working on. He's very tired today. Just a little bit of a setback, Trouba. I wanted to catch you up because you're OG too, man. You guys have been always good back and forth with him, man. So he said he should still be getting out on record for the 29th next week. Should still be getting out of the hospital, but he did have the bit of a setback with a blood infection today. So prayers up for him as always, Michael. Prayers up for him as always, man. So just wanted to fill you in on that, Trouba. Randall for three. Oh, back to Brunson, corner three. At the buzzer for the hat. Oh, he didn't get it. End of the third quarter, 92-86, Miami Heat. Only a 6-point lead. We're well in this game. Bond, AFL games at the start of the game. They play Hell's Bells. Oh, that's cool, man. Texas ranch dressing is delicious, especially with shrimp bouillon. I used to like ranch dressing with pizza. Mikhailov, hash browns and ranch sauce. Oh, boy. That sounds interesting. Hash brown. There was a time it's like, what can you go wrong with ranch, right? What can you go wrong with ranch dressing? Where can you go wrong? Trouba just finished making a few pounds of jerky. I read that right. Bond, will do, Johnny. Thanks, Bond. I appreciate it, man. Mikhailov, jerky, OMG, so good. What meat to use? Top round. Trouba, sorry to hear this. Can't wait to meet him. I know, man. Trouba, we should all get up for something, man. Me, you, Mr. Marine, Bruin, find a game to go to, man. Yeah, me too. I'm really interested in meeting you. You guys are my early subs, man. I want to meet you guys too. I'm going to Buffalo next week and we're vlogging. I'm going to video, live stream. We're going to get to know who Gunner is and the guys, man. It's going to be fun next week. So I like to do that with my local guys around here, Trouba and company, man. Mr. Marine. Definitely would, man. Let's do it. Let's meet up at a game, Yankee game, whatever. Go do it, man. Mikhailov, you should try to get some kangaroo jerky, mate. Kangaroo jerky. That sounds interesting. Mikhailov, I'm getting my P.O. box, man. I'm getting my P.O. box either the next couple days or at least next week. I'm getting it. Bruin, I don't know why ranch with pizza is a thing. I don't know. My son introduced me to that. My son and daughter, when they were younger, said, Dad, you got to try this pizza with the ranch. You got to try it. You got to try it. So I tried it. I didn't think it was going to be good, man. It's good. You can use it like a dipping sauce, man. It's really good with the pizza. I got to admit. I love it. Gunnar, let's try the Bills trivia question. What Bills player was the K-Gun offense named after? It's not who you think it is. K-Gun offense. Was that the running back that ran with Thurman Thomas, Kenneth Davis? Was it Kenneth Davis? I know it's not Jim Kelly. I mean, once you said that, I know it's not. Remember the running back, Kenneth Davis? Was it named after him? Mr. Marine, Trouba Train, hopefully soon, maybe in May or June. There he is, Mr. Marine, still with us. I didn't know if he went to sleep, Mr. Marine, or he's still around. I wanted to catch Trouba up because, like I said, they're all OGs, man. You guys, when the guys all around since the beginning, man. I love it. Maybe in May or June. Yeah, man, it's going to be good, man. Be good to meet up. Way back. Get well, Marine. Sending positive thoughts and good wishes. GB, got to go to work. See y'all, Johnny and the Dungeon Knights. Hope you're in a normal time. Enjoy the game tonight. Definitely will, man. Like I said, I'll be there around the end of the first quarter. When I get up in the morning, I'll be there, man. And I'll be up the next 3 days early. I'll be in the Discord the whole 9. Round 2, ready to go. Bruin, was it a slice of pepperoni? Was it with a slice of pepperoni? Yeah, and sausage and peppers. Sausage and peppers sliced too, man. It works. Bruin, it works. I'm telling you, just do it. 92-89, Miami. Tyler Hero with a corner 3 for Miami, and he hit it. Come on, Knicks. Come on. 95-89, Miami. We're just underway in the fourth quarter right now. 12-minute quarters for those that don't know. R.J. Barrett kicked out. Josh Hart hit that 3. Bangs it. Got the 3 right back. 95-92. Knicks are within 3. Nikos, another cellar dweller accounted for. Nikos in the basement. What's up, Nikos? Tyler Hero, mid-range jumper. Man, Hero's hitting everything for Miami right now. 97, Knicks down by 5. Quickly bringing it up. Nikos, greeting to the basement crew. Always good to see you in here, Nikos. Toppin going in, dumps it out to Mitchell Robinson, brings it home. Gunner, it's not Kenneth Davis. All right, let me think. Good, Gunner, you got a real question tonight. Yesterday, everything, you barely finished putting the question up there yesterday, Gunner. We all answered it. Like 3 or 4 in a row. Gunner, you got a good one tonight. I'm going to think on that one, Gunner. Mikhailov, P.O. Box. Oh, God, watch out, Johnny. That thing's going to be overflowing. I've had some goodies building up for a while now, so they'll be coming your way, man. Rock and I are going out. We're going to do a few things. It's going to be sometime at the end of the week or next week. I'm going to have the P.O. Box. I'm going to have a business. Mikhailov, the business line I kept telling you about, I'm getting that within the next week. Before I go to Buffalo next week, all this is going to happen. Buffalo's happening the 31st. I'm going to be in Buffalo with some of the boys, man, from Buffalo. Bills get to meet some of the Buffalo guys. Alley-oop to Mitchell Robinson. Boom, brings it down. 98-97, Knicks take the lead. 9:30 left in the fourth quarter. Boom, 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 boom. We are back by a point. Mr. Marine, no bedtime is no later than 11 here. Oh, okay. Good. 11 o'clock. Good time, man. Good time. Gunner, he was part of 4 Super Bowls, if that helps. Okay. He was part of all 4 Super Bowls. K-Gun. Buffalo's wide receivers during that time. Andre Reed was part of the 4. James Lofton, but I don't think James Lofton was part of all 4 Super Bowls. Trying to think of your tight end's name right now. You had Thurman Thomas at running back, Kenneth Davis. We already said that wasn't him. Oh, no, Mitchell Robinson's down on the court holding his knee. Come on, man. You don't need – all right, he just got up. I love Mitchell Robinson, but he's kind of like Jimmy Garoppolo. When he gets hurt, he's hurt. Oh, man, come on. I'm thinking, Gunner. I'm thinking, brother. Bruin, I had a chicken ranch pizza like a year ago. It's delicious. Oh, man, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Come on. Mr. Marine, that pizza sounds delicious. Oh, man, I know of all people, you're ready. You're ready to eat some real food, man. You are ready. Tyler Hero bringing it up for Miami underneath. Good block by Robinson. Come on, it's not a foul. Walt Frazier is saying it best right now. Walt Frazier, by the way, for those that don't know, played with Willis Reed. He's another New York Knicks legend, and he's saying it right. The Knicks cannot handle Miami in the paint tonight. They're getting them all over the place. Miami is running circles around them and causing the Knicks to foul, man. Miami's a faster team than we are, but they are causing our big men to make really bad mistakes, man. We're still leading by a point with 8:38 left in the fourth quarter. Manav, good night, Johnny and the other dwellers. Love you guys forever. Going to eat my dinner now, Johnny. All right, Manav, we'll see you tomorrow night for the Hurricanes and the Rangers in part 2 tomorrow night. Manav, we love you too, man. Thanks for being a great OG. Gunner, Truba, it was during the Kelly and Levy area, but it wasn't Kelly. I guess Kenneth Davis, maybe it doesn't start. Okay, Gunner, I'm going to ask you this. Does the guy's name start with a K? Bon, I got to hit the shower. Catch you all at the Discord tonight. All right, Bon, thanks for supporting as always, man. Nikos Mikhailov, hope you're doing well. Kelso, Mark Kelso. You know what I remember about Mark Kelso, Texas? My favorite memory of Mark Kelso? O.J. Anderson running at him. Boom! Right? Remember that run? And Kelso went to tackle, and O.J. Anderson, bang! Right in his gut, man. Right up, man. When Kelso had that big, cushiony helmet. That's what I remember about Mark Kelso, getting the hammer by O.J. Anderson. I remember that very well. But Kelso was on defense, though. I don't know. Kelso was on defense. Mikhailov, take it easy, Manav. It's a good guess, though. I'm trying to think. I cannot think of Buffalo's tight end in the 90s. He had James Lofton, Andre Reed, Thurman. I keep naming the names like it's just going to pop out to me. Truba, thanks, Mikhailov. Truba, McKellers, thank you, McKellers. I could not get the name out, Truba. Thank you, man. Could not get him out, man. And Pete Metzelaars. Pete Metzelaars is the other one. I forgot about Metzelaars. I was thinking about McKellers, though, man. I forgot Metzelaars. I forgot about completely. So you got me on that one. But McKellers was the guy I was thinking of. And James Lofton, I don't even think was on all 4 of those teams anyway, because he was on the Packers for a long time, alongside with John Jefferson was the other receiver on the Packers at that time. Truba, they had 2. Metzelaars, right. Gunner, it was McKellar. There you go. He was known as Keith Killer McKellar, which is how he got his name. Truba got that answer. I said it might be the tight end. I'm going to take 1% credit that at least I knew it might have been the tight end. I couldn't remember his name. Truba got that one. Michael, you got that. Come on, Spruce for 3. Miami just regained the lead, 101-100. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Good stuff, Truba. Gunner, I read that. Truba, interesting. I didn't know his middle name was Killer, though. I didn't know that. Keith Killer McKellar. I did not know that. That's interesting, yeah. All right, good night, everybody. Night. And Texas, you just Kelso, right. Otis Anderson, man, that was some game. The Giants just held the ball forever and kept Jim Kelly and company off the field. How long was the time the Giants had the ball of possession? It was like 38 minutes, give or take. I'm not saying that as an exact number. I think it was about 38 minutes that the Giants maintained possession and kept that 2-minute offense off the field, which was smart play by Bill Parcells and Belichick and company, man. Really smart. That's how you beat Kelly and company. You kept them off the field. You know? Really felt bad for Marv Levy and Jim. They're the only guys, right? Marv Levy, head coach. You know what? Marv Levy coached the team to 4 straight Super Bowls. When you hear the greatest coaches of all time, he's never in the conversation. Why? Because he never won a ring. He was a great coach for Kansas City Chiefs too, Marv Levy. But because what's really sad is people look at Buffalo. Yeah, but Marv lost 4 in a row. He lost all 4 Super Bowls. What other coach has ever gone to all 4 Super Bowls? Who else has ever done that? And that Dallas Cowboys team was way stronger than that Bills team was. I mean, it's bothering. Like, Marv Levy cannot be in the great coach conversation because he lost 4 in a row. Anyway, Gunner, where do we go? Trouba, hard to not like Jim Kelly. Another example of a great player, but a better man. Look at Jim Kelly now, man. Kelly tough. Isn't that what it is? Remember all the things he went through with his son? Man, Jim Kelly, man, he's been through it, man. He's been through it. You're right. Just like Willis Reed, man. Great player, better man, period. Jim Kelly is the heart and soul of the Buffalo Bills. He's the heart and soul of so much, man. The guy is just an amazing, inspirational story. Wow. I agree with you 100% on that, Trouba. 40 minutes, I believe. Yeah, it was around right. It was about that. Exactly. And they just kept pounding the ball with Otis Anderson. Pounding. That was a great – Otis Anderson was huge for the St. Louis Cardinals at the time. They were the St. Louis Cardinals. Great running back for them. I think he played with Neil Lomax. Neil Lomax was the quarterback at that time, I believe. Or was it Tim Rosen? No, I think it was Neil Lomax that Otis Anderson played with. Wow, that's crazy. What an era. Gunner, I think they held for at least 40 minutes. I think they did. Yeah, I think you guys are right. I said 38, but whatever. We're all in the same ballpark. Texas, yeah, he was only second 4 times. Yeah. He's just such an amazing coach, man. Just to be able to do that 4 years in a row. Right now, they're showing the Knicks are in the 5th slot with 42-31. Miami's 13 games. Miami is 3 games behind the Knicks, so if Miami wins tonight, there'll be 2 games behind the Knicks for the 5th slot. But right now, if the season were to end today, Miami's in the playoffs anyway. Atlanta's in the 8th slot. They're 2.5 games behind Miami anyway. Mr. Marine, didn't Kelly have cancer to the neck with horrible? Yeah, which is horrible to fight. Yep, he sure did. Yep. And he lost a lot of weight, man. He's still there. His voice, you can hear it in his voice, but Jim Kelly's still out there, man. That's correct. Horrible to fight. He did. He fought it. Kelly tough is his mantra. Kelly tough. Texas, Lomax and Gary Hogaboom. Talk about shouting a name out. Gary Hogaboom. I think you're right on that. I think Gary Hogaboom was a part of that. I know Neil Lomax played with Otis Anderson before he went to the Giants. Gary Hogaboom. Remember the receivers on? I think Roy Green. Roy Green was he was on that Cardinals team, right? I think so. Brunson with the turnaround jumper. Missed it. Come on, guys. 103-100 Miami right now with 6:16 left in the game. Trouba, 40 minutes and 33 seconds. O.J. Anderson, awesome. The reason I thought of this is because Texas brought up Kelso. And with Mark Kelso, I remember the helmet and Otis Anderson just lifting him up with that arm, man. That wind-up. I'll never forget that wind-up. Trouba, correct, USMC. He's a fighter. Yep. Jim Kelly's an absolute fighter, man. What a dog. What a dog, man. He's an absolute fighter. Gunner, from what I've heard over the years, a lot give most of the credit to Jim Kelly. They saw Levy as just the face of the team while Kelly made a lot of the decisions, but I'm not sure. I mean, think about it. When Jim Kelly wasn't in for that miracle comeback with Frank Reich, he had to do some coaching there. Marv Levy was a good coach. Really, really good coach. It's like Marty Schottenheimer never won a ring, man. He was a great coach. Marty Schottenheimer just kept running into John Elway. Amazing coach. Schottenheimer. He had some rough times, man, the Cleveland Browns. And then they should have beaten the Broncos in that one when Ernest Biner fumbled in the end zone. The year after the drive, I think that was 1987, right? The famous John Elway drive, I think, was 1986 when they went on to play the Giants, the Broncos. And then 1987 against the Broncos, Ernest Biner fumbled that ball in the end zone. His whole body went in the end zone, but he left the ball back on the field. The Broncos picked it up and secured that victory in the AFC Championship game, which the Browns really should have been the team going to the Super Bowl that year. Ernest Biner, Kevin Mack, Webster Slaughter, Brian Brennan. They had some receivers on that. The Browns team was good. Bernie Kosar, I almost said Brian Sipe. Bernie Kosar was a quarterback. Struz for three, and he hit it, man. This guy's banging threes. Strauss just banged another three, man. Where's the Knicks defense? Come on, Randall just stood there. 111-102 Miami, 4:35 left in the game. Randall throwing good statue out there. We talk about statues a lot in the basement, whether it's the Rangers or the Knicks. Randall just stood there and watched Struz take the shot. I don't get it. You guys hear me complain about this with the Rangers. Struz just stood there beyond the arc, set up, and here's Randall. Man, you think you can hit that? No, I'm not going to play defense, man. You think you can hit that? Yeah, go ahead, man. Take it. I don't think you can hit it. Oh, wow. You hit it, man. Wow. Well, maybe I should have played defense. I tell you, the Knicks and the Rangers, at times during games, they do the same stuff. I'm telling you. Both of them. Marines, yes, he is. Oh, Jim Kelly, yep. Bruin never knew Kelly had cancer. Oh, my gosh, man. Yeah, that's – wow, Bruin, really? Yeah, man, he does. Oh, he did. Truba, I remember Hogaboom with the Cowboys also. Gary Hogaboom, yep. Isn't that around the time when the Cowboys had bad quarterbacks like Gary Hogaboom, Steve Pallor, remember that guy? Babe Laufenberg. How about Babe Laufenberg? Well, I don't even know why I remember that name, but Babe Laufenberg was a part of that. That was around the Danny White days. Danny White was a decent quarterback for the Cowboys, but, you know, going from Roger Staubach and then Troy Aikman later on, yeah, Danny White was a decent quarterback, but they never really went anywhere with him. Gary Hogaboom, Steve Pallor. Wasn't Mike Pagel? Remember? Do you guys remember Mike Pagel? Was he on the Cowboys that time? I know he was a Colts. Mike Onion Pagel, that's what we used to call him. He was on, he was on a lot of teams, but I think he was part of that era during that time as well. Man, Gary, Texas, you bringing up Gary Hogaboom just opened up a whole file in my brain of bad quarterbacks from the 80s. Average to below average. How about that, to be fair? So the Rangers play tomorrow night. I'm just checking the time because we're definitely doing that. This game is almost over. Is it on at 7 or 7:30? Or I hope it's not on at 8. I got to get up early. Rangers look like a 7 p.m. start tomorrow night. I cannot wait for that game. We got to take that game. Yeah, it's 7 p.m. in Carolina. Man, we need that game. Okay. Offensive foul by Randall. Come on, man. 4:24 left in the game. We're down by 9 points. 111-102 Miami. Mr. Marine read that. Never knew Kelly had read that. I remember Hogan read that. Where the hell am I then? Mr. Marine, what was Hogaboom's nickname? Oh, wow, that's a good one. What was Hogaboom's nickname? I don't know. Mr. Marine, I don't know. I'd have to think about it, unless somebody else already answered it. Truba, Boomer? Just a guess. I mean, that's as good a guess as I probably would have said, Truba. I don't know. I really don't know that one, Mr. Marine. You got us. Trouba Train, no good guess. How about I'm not Starbuck, don't expect anything? Is that his nickname? I'm not Starbuck, guys. That's my nickname. I don't. Wow. I'll take a couple of guesses, man, but I really don't know. Gunnar, to think the most important player of that Super Bowl was, I forgot what Giants player it was, broke tackle after tackle after tackle. That was Bobby Johnson. He wore number 88. Bobby Johnson was the guy that broke tackle after tackle after tackle. He wore number 88. How about the touchdown pass to Mark Bavaro that he didn't catch that Phil McConkey caught in the end zone? The tip went through Bavaro's hands. I believe it was Bavaro. And Phil McConkey was there to catch that ball. That was another big one, Gunner. That was another big one. But yeah, the tackle after tackle, that was Bobby Johnson. Texas, yeah, this is about the only channel on the internet talking Hogaboom. And right. What other channel are you going to go to, Texas, doing a Knicks game, and we're talking about Steve Pallor and Gary Hogaboom and Neil Lomax and Roy Green, right? Who does that? We do. We do it. Why? Because we're in the basement. That's why. Miami has pulled ahead to a 12-point lead with 3:45 left. RJ at the line, hit the first of two. RJ, you're going to have to hit the second one and get within 10. Texas, you think this is Sports Channel? Amen, Texas. That's why we do it, brother. I love it. Way back, I seen a college game. All the crowd was yellow, singing a Metallica song. It was awesome. Yep, nothing. Oh, that's great, man. Bullish Barry, another cellar dweller in the basement. Another Aussie in the basement. Oh, Trouba, I'm sorry, I forgot. Trouba, first Long Islander, in the basement. Barrett drives. I think he was fouled. Thank goodness he was fouled. We're down by 10 points. RJ going to the line. Go the Crows. Go the Crows. Adelaide Crows. There you go, Bullish Barry. Thanks for showing up and supporting the channel. Guys, anybody that forgot to hit the like button, hit it. Anybody new, subscribe, bell notice. Thank you. Mr. Marine. We should have known. Was that his nickname? I wouldn't have guessed that. We should have known. Hogabum. Hogabum. Love it. Love it. Hogabum. Do you know what Vinny Testaverde was known as when he came to the Jets? Interceptaverde. But he was very good on the Jets. But that when they were coming in, I forget if it was the Daily News or the Post, one of those newspapers said, watch out, here comes Interceptaverde to save the Jets. Vinny Interceptaverde. I'll never forget it. I love the nickname, but Vinny was very good for the Jets, so I have no problems. But, yeah, they called him Interceptaverde. I thought that was a great nickname. Mikhailov, going to be a cracking game tomorrow. I'll pop in on the intermission breaks. Oh, man. We need that. We needed that game in the Garden. It's going to be a big one against your Canes tomorrow night, Mikhailov. Going to be a big. Hey, Carolina reminded everybody, hey, you guys are talking about the Bruins. You're talking about the Rangers. Don't forget about us. We're first in the Metro. We're above the Rangers in the Metro. Don't forget about us. That was a big statement game by them yesterday. Big game by them. Think about that, Mikhailov. We had 17 goals total coming off of 2 shutouts. 3 games. 4-2 against the Penguins and 6-0 against the Penguins, then 7-0 against the Predators. The Canes came into the Garden on a screeching, smoking hot Ranger team and only allowed 2 goals, man. Anderson looked sharp in net for the Canes last night. It was a big, big win for your team. That was a statement game. They reminded everybody, hey, we're in first for a reason. So, big time, big time. True, but that was against Denver. Oh, you're right. That was against Denver. True, but you're right. That was against Denver. Why did I think that was? Oh, you're right. Well, it was a great catch. But Bobby Johnson was the one doing all the missed tackles. Man, Truby, you're right. That was against Denver. I was on a roll, man. I could have sworn that was against Buffalo, but that's what we're here for. We're here to correct each other when we get stuff wrong. So big ups, Truby. You're right. That was against Denver. The minute I read that, I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. That was against Denver. Man. Okay, good to go. A hell of a catch. Texas, yeah, this is world class. It's illustrated from the Dwellers. Oh, man. Well, you guys make this channel happen, man. All you guys make this channel happen. I just show up. You guys make me look forward to showing up. You really do. We have a lot of fun in here. We do a lot of great stuff in here, man. A lot of good trivia, a lot of good things. I love it. I love it, man. This is a blast for me too. We're all fans speaking to fans. That's what this is. I'm a fan talking to fans. That's it. We're all educated fans, man. Love it. Just love it. Texas, Testaverde's a good quarterback. Oh, no doubt. Don't get me wrong. That wasn't my nickname, Texas. That wasn't my nickname. They're just saying, here comes Intercept Verde. Not my nickname, but I love Vinny on the Jets. The Monday Night Miracle to 1998 overall, man. Vinny and the Jets were amazing. And that's what they did. The Vinny and the Jets. Tyler Hero with the ball, top of the key. Grimes playing great defense. The Knicks down 116 to 109. Hero for three. And he hit it with great defense. Top of the key. He hit it with great defense on him. Miami goes back up by 10, 119 to 109, 2:45 left in the game. Brunson driving the lane from the paint with the floater and hits it. Knicks within 8, 119, 111, 2:40 left in the game. Truba Testaverde is a Long Island boy. Went to Sawanka High School. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Big time, man. I like Vinny. I really liked him. I just thought come on, Jimmy Butler. Oh, what a move by Butler. What a move by Jimmy Butler. I don't like to credit the other team too often, but I got to there. Great spin around move and laid it in. Randall driving the lane. Randall nails it down. 121 to 113 Miami. 2 minutes left in the game. Knicks down by 8 points. 2 minutes left in the game. Flip. Another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Ozzy in the basement. Flip, what's going on, man? Johnny, show up. Yep. Butler with a mid-range jumper and nails it. They go back up by 10 points with 1:45 left in the game. Anthony, what's going on? Anthony, another cellar dweller accounted for. Another Ozzy in the basement. Timeout by the Knicks. We're down by 10 points with 1:45 left in the game. Hi, Tony Hawk. There you go. What's up, man? Yep. Tony got to go back to work. Way back, man. We'll see you later, man. Thanks for always supporting. I'll see you in the Discord in the morning. Well, morning for me. Truba, the great Jim Brown is a Long Island alum as well, man. Hassett. We had a lot of great players that came from Long Island, man. A lot of them. I got to get a new chair, man. This chair has been beaten up, man. It goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. Texas, trying to find my Brooklyn Dodgers football cards. Check if your card shop has anything of them. Oh, yeah, I'll get a hold of Frank. Yo, Texas, take a shot of this, man. That's my man, Frank. Deptford Mall, Sports Cave. Deptford Mall, Sports Cave. I'll put his phone number right here in the bottom, man. You just call him up. It's the store number. His name's Frank. You just tell him Johnny Basement told him you call, man. Tell him you're in the live stream and all that stuff. He'll ship anything anywhere, man. He'll ship it to you. I feel like a real dad when I put my glasses like that. I feel like a real dad, right? I feel like a real dad when I'm doing that and I'm looking because I don't have bifocals, so I got to do the old dad thing. Hold on, guys. Boomer went to East Islip. Yes, Dr. J went to Roosevelt. I grew up, we were right over there, a couple towns over. He went to East Islip. I went to Bayshore High School. Mr. Truba, Bayshore. That's where I'm from. Well, Brightwaters, but Bayshore, yeah, man. Bayshore was my high school, man. Boomer just played 2 towns over. Mr. Marine, we all should chip in by Johnny a new chair. You don't have to. This chair, my poor chair. This chair. And when you guys see me reaching down, I'm trying to. This is the thing, man, but it's not staying up too good anymore. Not staying up too good anymore. Jimmy Butler is 33 points tonight, 11-19 from the field, 9-10 from the free throw line. Jimmy Butler's still bringing it. I remember when he started out with the Bulls and they ended up getting rid of D. Rose. Derrick Rose, man. to make room for Jimmy Butler. That was the rumor, apparently, when D. Rose was shipped off to the Minnesota Timberwolves, which I think he was. Are Butler and Julius Randle having words? Knicks down by 10 with 1:23 left. Brunson bringing it up. RJ took a hard foul. He just took a hard foul, an unnecessary hard foul. Miami's playing some tough ball tonight. Tough ball. Truba, Gunnar, what? Oh, boy. Gunnar got another question. What should be Hall of Famer Bills player was ejected in his final game? Defense or offense? I'll name a couple. Let's see. We should. Anthony, I'm very happy with the Jazz the last 2 games with wins over the Kings and Boston. Yeah, the Jazz are looking pretty good, Anthony. Looking pretty good right now. Gunnar, we should. Truba, Gunnar, I'll guess linebacker. Cornelius Bennett, good guess. Not Bennett. What about Shane Conlon? Shane Conlon, I'll go with him. Should be Hall of Famer. Is it defense? Well, ejected, I would think. Good rebound by Randall Brunson to bring it back up. 1 minute left in the game. Hit that. Oh, he missed. Oh, that's no good. He missed the 3. It's no good. No good. The Knicks down by 8 points. 55 seconds left. Timeout. Bullish Barry, fun trivia. Can you list 5 Aussies that's played in the NBA? I think, yes, I can name 3 of them. Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons, Patty Mills, and there's 2 more. You got Ben Simmons, Kyrie Irving, Patty Mills. That's 3 Aussies in the NBA right there. I don't think on the other 2. Shane Conlon, I'm guessing on that. Truba Thomas, not Thurman Thomas. He should be a Hall of Famer. Yeah, Thurman Thomas is in the Hall of Fame. Andre Reed. No, Andre Reed's in the Hall of Fame. Anthony Pierre, a little setback today, but hopefully still on the schedule for 29 release. Yep, that's what we're aiming for. Just around the corner, man, next Wednesday. Knicks within 5 points with 42 seconds. We can get this. Shane Con, did you hear me say Shane Con? Technically offense, but was rarely used in actual position. So he was probably like a running back, maybe playing like a slot receiver kind of thing. Was he like a fullback? I'm trying to think of who would play out of position. Was he a tight end that played fullback? So he's on offense then. Can't be Kenneth Davis. He wasn't even close to being a Hall of Famer. Yeah, James left. Andre Reed is in the Hall of Fame. Gotta start thinking of linemen. Hey, Flippin' Truba. Thanks, guys. Thank you. You guys have to do that. Thank you, guys. Toward the new chair. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Truba, Flip, thank you. Thank you, guys, man. Oh, man. Yeah, this trade, you guys know, and most of the abuse you can blame on the New York Jets saying, we want important games in December, and our fans deserve meaningful games in December. Well, we got them, and they lost all 6 of them. Meaningful games we got, and we lost them all. New York Jets football. 38 seconds left in the game. They called a foul. They didn't touch him. Come on. Coach Thibodeau's going off. They didn't intentionally foul him, man. That was good defense by Brunson and Hart. They didn't touch him. RJ and Hart. If anything, Walt Frazier's saying that should be a jump ball right now. Walt Frazier's saying that. That should be a jump ball. Jimmy Butler had nowhere to go, and they did not foul him. RJ and Hart did not foul him. Did not foul Butler. Butler's at the line now for 2. I'm still thinking of that one, Gunner. I'm still thinking of that one. He must be a lineman or something, because everybody I'm thinking on from the Bills offense from back then are Hall of Famers. I mean, Frank Reich was a backup. No one would ever think he was a Hall of Famer. The tight ends we just mentioned weren't Hall of Famers. Kenneth Davis, not a Hall of Famer. Not close. Wow, that's a good question. Gunner, you've made up for yesterday. Brunson kicking it out to Hart. Come on, man. Brunson, corner 3. You have to shoot that. I think Martin just fouled Brunson. He did foul him, but I don't know if it's a 3. It was a 3-point attempt or a 2. Brunson has 25 points and had 10 of 16 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw range. The Knicks are down by 7 right now. I don't know if this is 3 or 2. He missed the first one. Come on, Brunson. Knicks play the Magic tomorrow night. At the same time, the Rangers play the Canes. We're doing the Rangers and the Canes. The Magic are the NBA doormats. They are a doormat. Bonchero's a good player for them, but overall, man, just 7-point lead. Knicks intentionally fouled Miami. This game is, unless a miracle happens, it should be over. Let's catch up on some of these. Gunner, I'm kind of lost, man. I'm going to try a couple of what are the wide receivers that you have then? I'm trying to think of it was a white guy. I can't think of his name. And he's the guy. Do you remember that famous play against Cleveland Browns? I think it was against the Browns. He caught the ball. I'm trying to think of his receiver's name. He caught the ball and then landed on his head. He landed on his head and about Don Beebe. That's who it is. Don Beebe. Are you talking about Don Beebe? I don't know, because if it's not Don Beebe, man, then I don't know. I'm completely guessing right now. Gunner, technically, I read that. Where are we at? Texas trivia, 1939, the Dodgers played who in the first televised football game? Chicago Bears? Flip, new chair and no time. Oh, I read. You guys are funny, man. Thank you, man. Really, thank you both. Bruin, Giants? No, Bills. Mr. Marine, Flip, good looking out. Truba Train too. Mr. Marine, you started this. You started the basement chair fund. Thank you, Mr. Marine. You didn't have to do that, man. You didn't have to shout that out, Mr. Marine, but thank you for getting that going. The Knicks lose 127-120. The Orlando Magic is going to pay for this tomorrow. The Knicks will roll the Magic tomorrow snap this 2-game losing streak against the perennial doormats, the Orlando Magic. They're going to pay for this loss today. Magic, watch out. You're going to pay. But we're doing the Rangers and the Canes tomorrow night. That game's way more important. Joe Ingles. Okay, Anthony, that's the other one. Joe Ingles, right. I forgot about him. I should have known that one. Mikhailov, Deladova, another Aussie. I think I butchered the name. No, you had that right. Deladova, that's right. Truba, Bean, Beebe. Yeah, I said the same thing. Beebe. Not Don Beebe? Oh, boy. He was the one that bounced off his head, I think. Don Beebe? What about your kick return specialist, the other guy? Man, I'm bad with the names today. Johnny, what's going on? I'm bad with the names today, man. Gunner, not Beebe. I'm bouncing down a little bit. If I miss some of you guys, man, I'm sorry. I apologize in advance if I missed some of your comments. I got to get up early, get ready for the AFL tomorrow. Mr. Marine, tough, yes, but all of us are tough, Johnny Basement. That's right. We're all tough up in here, man. We all got it going on, man. But Mr. Marine, by far, you're the toughest warrior in here, man. Everything you've been through, man. You're the warrior of the basement, Mr. Marine, and I don't think anybody in here can debate that. You're the warrior, Mr. Marine. Everything you've done, we always thank you for your service. Big time, man. You've been through it, man. You've been through it. Luke Longley. Luke Longley. Wow, that's a name. Where'd that come from? Oh, yeah, for the Australians, Luke Longley. I thought we named all 5 already. I guess not. Joe Ingles and then Luke Longley. Wow. I would have forget. Joe Ingles, I should have remembered. Luke Longley, I did not know that. Ingles, I should have remembered. Luke Longley, no, I didn't know that. Gunner, he was listed as a wide receiver, but spent almost his whole career on special teams. Oh, that's Steve Tasker. Steve Tasker. And Truba had that before I did because I'm way behind in the chat, so he definitely answered that before me. Truba got that. He definitely answered that before me because I'm behind in the chat. I'm just scrolling down, guys. I'm about to end this. Steve Tasker. Yeah, you're right. He never played wide receiver. He always ran the ball. The kick return. Yeah. Well, he was a great return specialist. Texas, Tasker was good. Truba got it. Truba did get it. He got it. I'm behind in the chat, man. Good player, but definitely not a Hall of Fame player. Yeah, I'm sorry, Gunner. I do agree with that. He's not a Hall of Famer, man. If Devin Hester can't get in the Hall of Famer as a special teamer, nobody will. How did Devin Hester not get in? If we're talking about great special team, Devin Hester is the greatest kick returner of all time. Devin Hester's not even in. Gunner, I'm going to have to agree with Truba on that one. I don't see Tasker as a Hall of Famer. I understand as a Bills fan you would see it. He was the best gunner in league history. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Gunner, except he should be, so I didn't throw him off. Oh, wait a second. Truba, he threw you by saying a Hall of Fame caliber player, which he is not. That's the line Gunner was a great question, but that's the line. What Truba's saying, that's the line I was thinking along, a Hall of Fame caliber player. So that's when I started naming Hall of Fame caliber type players I thought should have been on there, like Shane Coward, Cornelius Bennett, for instance. Truba's mentioned that. Then offense. Well, Gunner, I know you're a Buffalo Bills fan, so there might be a little bias in there, but I have to disagree with you on that one. I don't think he's a Hall of Fame caliber player. Great Gunner. The whole thing you said, I agree with you. The guy, outstanding special teamer, but I don't see the Hall of Fame. I don't see the Hall of Fame, Gunner. I don't see it. I'm sorry, I don't. Good question, but I don't see it. Truba, he threw you. I read that. Gunner, except he should be. Truba, keep dreaming. Gunner, he's been nominated multiple times. Texas, Bruin got it. Eagles. Oh, it was the Eagles. Okay, Texas. I saw that question, man. I'm sorry I fell off it for a minute. I shouted out the Bears. I was hoping that was right. Bond, thank you, Bond. Thank you, Bond. Thank you, Bond. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't feel you guys have to do this, man, but thank you. I'm going to be graceful. Thank you. Really. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys just as much. I do. Texas, who streams the AFL early? I will be eventually, Texas. I'm not doing it tomorrow morning. Remember, these games start at 4:30 in the morning here, and I'm going to get a little bit of soundproofing for the basement door. So, because my family's asleep at 4:30 in the morning. And if you guys see me stream an AFL game, you're going to hear me very quiet. And I don't think you're going to enjoy me being like, oh, man, what a handball there, man. Oh, boy, I hope he doesn't. That's hard for me to do. That's hard for me to do. I am going to soundproof some of the doors, so maybe we can get it worked out that way. There are other streamers that do that, I understand, so I'll find out about that. Guys, I'm going to end this up, man. We're going to end this up. Texas, Gunner? Texas will be in the Discord, though. Texas, go to the Discord in the morning. You'll see all the Aussies in there. I show up there. I'll probably be up there around by the end of the first quarter. I'll pop in there. So, Texas, go in there tomorrow morning. We'll be there. Anthony, where is Manav? He was here. Australia beats India and Chris. No. Anthony, he wasn't missing. Manav was in here. The guys got on him. Manav was in here, Anthony. He was in here. Bond and Wade, they got on him. Anthony. Manav was in here. I will defend Manav on that. He was in here. He was definitely in here. Barry, hopefully Brisbane can get a win tomorrow against Melbourne. Man, we need that win. We need that win, man. Melbourne, Geelong, and Brisbane were the teams, man. All right, guys, I'm going to end this. Bond, man, Bond. Thank you again, Bond. Thank you, man. Yeah, we're going to get this chair. Guys, we're going to get a chair, man. We're going to get a chair. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Man, you guys are the greatest, man. Like I always say, I don't have the biggest live stream, man, but we have the greatest guys in this live stream. We can take our knowledge, all of our knowledge, and challenge any other live stream, man, because we got the guys in here, got it going on. So we're gonna wrap this up, fellas. We're gonna wrap this up. Texas, he keeps getting the donos, and he'll have a massage chair. That's right. I'll be like this in my massage chair for the next. Right, Texas. Nab, man, what's going on, man? Good to see your name in the basement, brother. Good to see you in here, man. Nab. The Brisbane versus Melbourne game will be a violent game. These fans really hate each other. I'm ready. I will be up in time for that one, man. I'm not live streaming it. I'm not live streaming that one, but we're getting there. We're getting there, man. You guys remember, it's 4:30 in the morning to start here. I don't live alone, man. We got Rock. We got family in the house, man. So got to be respectful to the people that are still sleeping in the house. Mikhailov, go Demons. Oh, Mikhailov, that's right. Mikhailov, you're in the Discord, are you not? Oh, Texas. Here's the Sports Cave phone number right there. I just put it right there. Ask for Frank. It's been sitting there the whole time. I forgot to put it up. All right, guys, we're out of here. All right, Mr. Marine, to everybody. Mr. Marine, keep getting better. Please show up in the chat tomorrow and let us know how your blood infection update is going. Please, your thoughts and prayers, Mr. Marine, always in the thoughts and prayers. Yeah, Texas. Call that number. You ask for Frank. And you tell him Johnny told you to call him, that you come into the live streams, and he'll tell you what site to go to so you can see a lot of his stuff. He's got great stuff in there, man. He's a good friend of mine. So please give him a call. Flex, have a good one, brother. I'll see you in the Discord in a few hours, Flex. Everybody have a good night. Mikhailov, great seeing you back in here, brother. An old OG, and the OG Aussie is Mikhailov. First Aussie I had on the basement, man. Mikhailov. He's the original OG Aussie, man, and one of the originals in the basement. Mikhailov, great to see you back in here. Mr. Marine, everybody, we're signing off. Have a great night. If you forgot, subscribe, bell notice, like button. Johnny Basement, and I am out. Good night, guys.